I was starting to run out of breath.
Yeah, I was too.
I was worried he was going to forget to jump in there.
Pass the Gravy, episode 237, gang.
Woo.
And the cup is not coming home. The World Cup, guys. Breaking news, the World Cup is not coming home. I love giving breaking news on a podcast because obviously you're listening to this later.
I mean,
so,
there's a good chance, though, because it's soccer, this is breaking news.
That could be. That's very true.
Cares.
If you don't follow soccer. But, like, then again, you're listening to a soccer podcast, if you think about it.
That's true.
We are a soccer podcast, after all.
And by the way, by not coming home, he means to England, because that was their slogan.
Right.
Not to America. We already knew it wouldn't come
Well,
to
I mean,
America.
we decided, as a country, you know what? We're not even going to qualify for the World Cup this time around. Like, let's let someone else have it.
We're too dominant.
We dominate everything. Why soccer too? Yeah. Now I know that we've just been fucking around, and like we always send a team over there, but we're usually just jacking around. Everybody else is really out there playing, and then the U.S. is just like, we don't want to dominate everything. Soccer, the rest of the world, you guys can have soccer. That's fine. Yeah. We'll have football, the real football. We have that.
The only reason we ever even send a team is just so our athletes can colonialize, if you want to, other countries.
I like that.
To spread their seed.
That's it. That's it. And then grow the game of soccer, but it's American soccer somewhere else.
Or just, plant little Americans all around the world.
Infidels. That's what they call them, right? So everywhere else hates us
American
now, don't they?
bastards all around the world.
So, they lost to Croatia. Now it's France and France and Croatia in the final. The finale. And then England
care less.
And England and Belgium play for the third place game. That'll be a good one on Saturday, huh? So, what's going on, gang? Welcome back. I hope you guys have already listened to the Robert DeLong episode we had as a bonus episode. What are we doing? Just working extra this week? We just
you
two
are,
episodes.
not me.
I'm double dipping on Wednesdays now. Like I do 2 podcasts on Wednesdays. It sucks. It's a lot of work.
At least you don't have to leave.
Right, I don't have to, but like. Also, I haven't really had like a date where like I have like I like a Wednesday night I have to go do something, so then I'm gonna have to come home, watch Big Brother late, and then do the Big Brother podcast at like 11. Because there were 2 times last week where I got to bed like after midnight, and I was like, "Fuck, this is gonna be a really long Big Brother season if I'm doing this." But I do it for you guys. I mean,
you can always push it back a day.
But no, because it's a recap, and if you've already watched the episode, why do you want to listen to the recap the next day? It's rapid reaction. You got to react right after it happens.
True.
You know.
I mean, you can miss one here and there. The fans will understand, man.
I'm a man of the people. Okay. I don't like to disappoint the people.
Yeah, you're right.
So, episode 237, like we said, and we've already kind of gotten into where we've been. We were kind of watching the World Cup a little bit, the World Cup semifinal game. But why don't we tell you guys exactly where we've been?
Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you gone? Where you gone? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
All right. So I have definitely been watching a fuck ton of World Cup soccer. It's really bumming me out that it's getting towards the end because I'm on that like soccer high, and they took away the daily games and you were spreading them out, and now you're just getting the one a day, and now after this we got to wait until Saturday before you have another game. So
yeah.
It's winding down.
These are going to have to wear or hold you over for the next 4 years until you watch soccer again.
Well, West Ham plays in like a couple months. So
it'll have to hold me over for 4 years.
Well, no, you're a West Ham fan now, so you have to support.
I support in spirit, not with my time or...
You don't know that yet. The season hasn't started. When the season starts, we're going to start ramping up coverage. We're going to go to Packard's Pub, and we're going to just broadcast while we watch games.
They're not open.
Oh, by the way, I was talking to our buddy Packard, and he was down for both office trivia night, which is what I floated out, and a game night if we wanted to like whip out this 64 and go play some GoldenEye or some shit on the
I will
N64.
fuck up every single one of you in Mario Kart 64.
I mean, I'm down with Mario Kart. I thought Mario Kart and GoldenEye were probably like the 2 best games we could have played.
I'm gonna drift all around you and put Bowser's nutsack
do like
in your mouth.
the battle royale, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite.
That was the original battle royale.
Yeah, it was.
Fortnite don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I've been watching the World Cup. Saturday, I was going to go to our buddy Daniel Tom Cheston's place and watch the fight. That didn't end up happening, but I still convinced Emma to let me buy the fight. Well, not buy the fight. Comcast owes me money, so I used my credits to get UFC fights. This was actually the first card that I had like bought or ordered on pay-per-view this year, even though I didn't really pay for it. But it was Cormier against Stipe Miocic. It was Max Holloway. He was fighting. He was going to fight. Then he pulled out the day before. He had concussion-like, or 2 days before. He had concussion-like symptoms from training. And I guess, Conor McGregor hasn't really ever pulled out of a lot of things. And a lot of people are saying Max Holloway could beat Conor McGregor. But, pretty sure Conor McGregor's 1-0 against Max Holloway. And he's, never just pieced out of a fight.
Yeah.
And I get injuries happen. But, Conor
McGregor's the GOAT.
Conor doesn't get injured. And when he does get injured, he doesn't tell people. And then he fights. And he LeBron's it, where, I'm not going to tell you I broke my hand, but then I'm using it as an excuse if it happens.
Yeah.
And I guess Conor's kind of banked that. But I'm just ready to see Conor fight again.
Right, dude?
I want McGregor back in the ring. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I think it will.
Made so much money that it might not, but
it's like $100 million for one fight. Why would I want to go back and fight for half that?
We got to see what's going to happen with this court case.
I bet he'll be fine. He's
sure
the biggest draw
fine.
in the UFC. So, moving on, UFC 226 on Saturday. Daniel Cormier and Stipe Miocic. It was like a super fight because you had the light heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier, and you had Stipe Miocic, who I would have said was a very heavy favorite going into it. He had the longest title defense in heavyweight UFC history.
Dude's a fucking animal.
And one of my favorite fighters. But Daniel Cormier is another one of my favorite fighters. I've met him doing the morning show. He's a really cool guy, really down to earth, just a family first kind of guy. And
I don't know why I always
just puts in the work.
Really,
just because you liked John Jones, probably, huh?
Not really. It's just something about Cormier always pissed me off. But then, before this fight, I was like, wait, I don't hate him anymore, and I don't know why. I just
he's a likable guy to me.
I don't know. For some reason, he used to piss me off, and he doesn't anymore.
When he's lost, he's been graceful about it.
That's probably what it is he's a humble guy.
I know he cried in the ring because it was cool when he won, and he was talking to Joe Rogan. He's like, about a year ago to the day, I was in this ring crying, talking to you, and now I'm here as the world champ. Which they still should have
never done. That dude was concussed as fuck.
Right, and Joe Rogan's even talked about that, where he's like, I felt bad afterwards. I didn't realize how messed up he was when I was talking to him.
But that fight was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The fight before was the worst fight in UFC heavyweight history.
Francis Ngannou.
It was 60 punches thrown in the entirety of 3 fucking
rounds.
rounds.
People were booing the entire fight almost.
Lewis, I get, because he had back spasms, so all he could do was try and sit back and counterpunch. Ngannou's always been the hyper-masculine alpha male, pushing the fight, being super aggressive.
He lost, and they're saying that they think that he's just scared after he lost because he was undefeated going into that.
And now he was terrified of going in because he doesn't want to be counterpunched.
I wonder though if it's just you have that first loss and you're so focused on not having a back-to-back loss situation, and then Holly Holm went down that rabbit hole she lost 3 straight fights after beating Rousey, and then lost her belt, then lost the next one.
Is Ngannou just the male Rousey? Lose one and then you're just fucking done forever?
I don't know. I think what he may have been doing was trying to just but I don't know. He didn't try at all. And then when you saw
there was no combos the entire fight.
When you saw that
it was just striking back out.
Yeah, he could have dominated that fight. I thought. I thought he could have dominated that fight, and he did. I think he was just playing it safe, trying to make sure he didn't lose again. But in doing so, you lost again.
Yeah, he lost every round convincingly,
easily. Yeah, and it was just he wasn't trying. It was like somebody paid him off before the game, before the fight.
Terrified of the counterpunch because he got counterpunched by Miocic. Yeah, he was and Miocic just over.
That's what happened. Miocic is a beast, but then Daniel Cormier, dude, caught him right where he needed to catch him.
Dude, he's so dirty inside.
He was so patient too. He was so patient. They were both guys that I wanted to see him wrestle a little bit. I wish the fight would have gone a little bit longer, but it was a fucking awesome fight.
Yeah,
it was an awesome fight. Lasted 1 round, not even, but fuck. I was so into that fight the entire time. It was one of the better, maybe the best fight of the year. I don't know. I liked T.J. Dillashaw beating Cody Garbrandt. I thought that was a pretty solid.
Anytime
and then that's going to be
fights,
227. 227 is going to be that rematch, which I'm stoked. I'm a big TJ Dillashaw guy.
Yeah, anytime he fights, it's a potential fight of the year. He's a lot like I said this to my brother. He's a lot like Clay Guida was. Mm-hmm. Anytime that dude steps in the ring, you get a chance for not only fight of the night but fight of the year because they're just super exciting. They press the action. They're fucking high octane. They're just fucking great fighters.
And the Cody Garbrandt guy's a good guy. I just fucking hate him for some reason. I think it's the gun tattoo. Is it the gun tattoo?
It's weird for me. I hated him before I ever saw him fight because of the tattoos. Then halfway through the first round, I was normally I despise people that talk shit and taunt and dance in the ring. But something about Garbrandt, I was I fucking like this guy.
Yeah, but when he was doing that against TJ,
he got knocked the fuck out.
That didn't work out. That was the best free stop or pause gif or pause. just like meme where his face.
I wonder
just,
how you're thinking. But you're wondering how I got here.
All right, this is going to be really good for the podcast, so it's a very visual thing. So what we're going to do is
the sound effects help.
On the count of 3, just make the face that Cody Garbrandt made when he was like getting knocked out.
Oh, we didn't count to 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
We're not very good at coordinating things that way. So yeah, UFC 226 was awesome. I wish the Holloway fight would have gotten to happen. I mean, obviously you can't.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing you can really do about that. Cormier was struggling to make weight, and then it was just awesome because the whole time they were like, everybody expected Stipe to win. I expected Stipe to knock Cormier out pretty quickly. I thought maybe Cormier could give him a little bit, and then I was like, there's no way it goes past 2 rounds, and there's no way Cormier wins. Super shocked. Yeah. And I'm super happy for the dude.
Miocic just couldn't keep him at a distance.
The champ.
He wouldn't.
He was just a bulldog, dude. He was a bulldog coming at him, man. And we got the second ever champ now. We had Conor had the 2 belts at the same time, champ. And then you have DC have the belt twice now. So that's pretty awesome.
Every undercard won.
Yeah,
if you could go back and place a fucking parlay on that shit,
you would have been a very rich man.
Yes,
very rich man. So I was watching UFC 226 on Saturday. And then I've been spending most of my downtime watching the Big Brother live feeds. And then when they go down, it's like I'll throw on The Office, maybe play a little Fallout or FIFA. And like that's been my life lately.
Yeah. I've just been, it was, for me this weekend, UFC and then just massive amounts of Call of Duty. Like I wasn't even hitting Fortnite this weekend.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just ranking up. Prestiging.
Oh yeah, prestige. So prestige is that's when you get to like the top rank and you restart, right?
Yeah, and then you just fucking reset everything that you just worked for.
I haven't played Call of Duty hardcore since high school.
Well, now
I used to play like with you, like on Sundays. Like the whole football team would have like 8 deep, and we'd be on like a team, and everybody would just fucking hate me because I was the worst. And they'd be like, "Why are you running around with a sniper rifle? Stop!" I don't know. It looks cool. Why do you have you're just running around and spraying and praying. Quit spraying and praying, Middleton. I don't know what else to do. I'm shitty at this game, guys. But you called me and wanted me to play.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare was what's up. But I remember like not realizing what prestige was, and I finally like got like high enough to prestige, and they're like, "Oh yeah. I lost all my stuff."
Every time I get a Call of Duty game, I get up to the prestige level,
and you just sit there,
and I don't do it because I'm like, I fucking hate prestiging. And then after a little bit, I get bored, and I prestige, and I go, "Why the fuck did I do it again?" Except this game, I'm having a little fun with it because every time you prestige, you can they give you like a prestige token as well, and you can just immediately unlock one gun that you had before.
Okay, that's
so you
cool.
don't completely fuck yourself.
You just unlock the most badass gun you had,
and I murder everyone. So
that's what's up.
That's what I did. Video games, UFC. Bobby
Jokes, where have you been, buddy?
So I'm gonna put you, Alex, on a mini blast.
Oh,
you know how you said you didn't want to get into Fortnite because you were like worried that where you've been, so I would be Fortnite.
Right, which is what it would have been.
I feel like recently it's been like Big Bro World Cup.
I mean, but yeah.
But those like that's.
But that's other stuff like I don't know because other people are playing Fortnite too.
But those are events. Oh, Fortnite's kind of a fucking event, dude. Season 5 is about to come out in 2 days.
Fortnite?
Yeah,
they have seasons.
Yeah, it's like
it's not a show.
The map changes though, and like shit happens.
It's just called a new map, right?
I'm gonna start my own podcast. Past the Fortnite guys. Every week I'm gonna go over new shit going on. No,
do it. Let's just all 3 of us should just have our own podcast on just like random like niche things that we're into.
Build the network.
Right. So I mean, it's a shit ton of work for us, but hey, in the long run, all of you listeners
that can be
and
10-minute podcasts.
Viewers and readers, ours are like 30 minutes max on the Big Brother one. I mean, the Big Brother one is really just like a recap. We give our thoughts. It's just something like we can decompress everything that we have on our mind as the episode ends. And then we're periscoping them now, so follow me on Twitter at AlexJMiddleton. I'll be periscoping that if you want to weigh in. Matthew Hadamio, he's been weighing in with it. And yeah, man, it's been pretty fun. Daphne Clark, I believe, she was hitting me up talking Big Brother. Like I love it at my morning show gig. I love when people email me and they're just talking to me about Big Brother. I love it. And it's like there's like 3 or 4 people that I just go and it's like paragraph response like, dude, I can't believe what so and so did last night. What do you think is gonna happen? Well, I don't know. Do you think this is gonna happen? What are they gonna do with the veto? And
I hope what's her name dances in a bikini in front of the camera more. That's what I hope for.
Rachel.
Yeah.
I think Rachel's my favorite now.
Me too. Except for my guy.
Fezzi.
I'm just gonna call him Fez now.
That's Fezzi. They call him Fezzi though.
I'm gonna call him Fez because I'm better than everyone on that show.
I don't know.
That's 100% fact.
Probably better than some, for sure.
100% I'm better than all of them. No, I'm not a better person than probably any of them. I'm just better than them.
Well, although Rachel is probably my favorite just because she's like fun to watch and she's goofy. She's like never getting airtime. She's not going to win. For sure won't win. And she did allegedly say the N-word. So not great. No, she didn't say the N-word. It was Caitlyn that said the N-word. But she was the one that said, oh, I've been tanning. I'm so ghetto looking. And then everybody.
What the fuck is wrong with that?
I personally don't find anything wrong with it, but apparently other people do. Because to me, ghetto could be white trash too.
Nah, everyone knows when you're saying ghetto, you're talking about the hood. Ain't no white trash people in the hood. It's the hood.
Do you know that the Jewish ghettos were filled with white people?
But
right?
we're not talking about the Jewish ghettos.
But like that's where like the term kind of came from, right?
Yeah, that's where the term came from. It's the same thing. Fucking.
So you stole our term? Is that what you're saying? We stole the Jewish people's terms?
Can I drop a hard F without it fucking being bleeped? Fag used to mean a bundle of sticks in England. It's not what it means anymore.
It means cigarettes.
Yeah, or whatever. Or no, it used to be bundle of sticks. Then it was cigarettes. That's not what it means.
Question: if you're a West Ham supporter, are you allowed to say it now? Because like technically, that's 100%, London, right?
I have gay friends, so I can say. Which is why I have black friends, so I can also say.
Can't say that. That logic doesn't travel.
But yeah, just because that's what it used to mean, the ghetto nobody means.
So this happens.
When you say the ghetto now, nobody thinks, oh, he's talking about the Jewish ghetto. No.
I mean, just because you had to take it and then like culturally appropriate the Jewish people's ghettos and make your own ghettos, like okay, cultural appropriate much?
I don't think anybody wanted to culturally appropriate the ghetto.
I'm just saying. You ever heard of a guy named Elvis Presley?
Yeah, he wasn't. But here's the thing: he wasn't singing about the Jewish ghettos either.
He was singing about the ghetto, though. So like,
not the Jewish ghetto.
Speaking of Elvis, my cousin had a baby.
Good little segue there.
Yeah, and its middle name is Presley.
Dope.
I like that.
So that's where I was this weekend. She was pushing for hours, and they had to do.
Were you in the room?
That's a weird way to put it.
Pushing for hours, and so she had to have a C-section.
She was in labor for hours, not pushing for hours. That's just a weird way to put it.
Do you know what the C in C-section stands for?
Cunt.
And that's not what it stands for.
Cunt
Robert, do you have a guess?
Probably like a weird way to spell scissor.
Circumcision is actually what it is.
Cesarean. But I like cunt section.
I really didn't know what it was then, and I totally know what cesarean say. I've heard that before. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I was just like, I'm trying to come up with some stupid C word that I could
just went with cunt section.
I should have, but I didn't. I had to have that one more. Her
cunt's not working. Cut her stomach.
Okay, so your cousin had a child.
Yes.
Did you get to hold it yet?
No, I don't hold babies.
Yeah, I'm right. Same boat.
Until they can walk, I don't know
what to do with them. I'll drop them, and then everybody's mad at me. And it's like, hey, I was not offering to do this.
I have to use two hands now. You put your baby in my lap, and I can't reach my beer, so we're not friends anymore.
No, you always do the football hold because one, we're football guys.
Well, the only baby I've ever held, it was my best friend's younger sister, and she was like, "Hold my baby." I was like, "Fucking no." And she just like ran over at me and was like, "Hold my baby," and like put it in my. And I was like, "Oh, like thank God I'm sitting down."
It's bad parenting right there. You don't want to hold your baby. Do you not love it? Says a lot.
Yeah,
says a lot. You got to ask questions with that. You know.
It's a good point. I'm gonna have to ask her if she even loves her child today.
So they named Presley. Middle name is Presley after Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
She's
a big Elvis fan.
That's what's up. What's the first name?
Jackson.
Young Elvis or old fat Elvis?
Ooh, good question too.
Probably
prime Elvis.
Probably
prime. Like,
well, which is prime Elvis?
Obviously, like the first part of Elvis before he got fat and then was doing just like random shit just to make money.
Like hanging out with fucking Waylon and all them back then when they're just driving around tour buses doing pills.
Sunset City Studios. I've been by there in Memphis, Tennessee.
Those were the golden days of music.
Everybody,
all genres of music
Graceland.
hung out together. They all just did fucking pills.
And nobody said anything about it. And nowadays, oh my God.
Oh, now you gotta go to Betty Ford. You've got a problem.
Oh, wait. I think we've heard rap music, and so they always talk. Molly, perks.
And Gucci's and gangs.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. Gucci's.
I mean, Gucci's. They do sing Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. That's an entire song. That's the lyrics to a whole song.
No, that's noise that comes out of a microphone. It's not a song.
All right, so that was our Where You Been then, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me tell you fools about Pass the Gravy merch, guys. Right now, we have some absolute fire merch in our store right now. We have these summer shirts. My wonderful girlfriend Emma designed them. It's got the sun with the PTG, like it's got sunglasses on. The sun, he's like, which is weird if you think about it. But I'm not gonna shit on our own shirts. But like the sun would probably not need sunglasses to protect its eyes from itself.
But it's just cool.
Right? No, it's cool. That's true. It's cool as fuck. And maybe he's playing poker.
But what about the like reflection from the moon?
Boom. All right, so you know what? I stand corrected. Good point, Robert. Good point. Robert just bringing down the arm of justice today. So yeah, you can get the PTG summer shirt with the sun. You can get the one from last year with the bomb pop on it. That's pretty dope. You get the logo shirt. My personal favorite in the store now. I got a new favorite, guys. It was the Dallas Killed JFK. People don't forget. I still love that. It's still a great shirt. Still also available. But I love the Office t-shirt. And it's not the Office t-shirt. It's Office shirt.
Yeah.
So it's a great shirt to wear to the office.
Yeah, that's obviously what we were going for.
Definitely not mimicked after my favorite television show's logo.
I just ordered mine today.
Oh, you did?
Ooh.
You did. I ordered I spent like $160 in our store the other day because I was like, I don't have a Pastronaut shirt. I really want the Pastronaut shirt. I don't know if I want space gray or black. I'm going to go both. I bought like 60 stickers.
Jesus Christ.
I just want the sticker. 'Cause we always see people out, and then they're always like, "Hey, y'all have anything like a sticker and anything?" And I'll just fucking take stickers.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to promote our shit. I got stickers. You want to? Here's a sticker. Put it on something. Just put it on something. And now that's how we can promote it. You can get your sticker $3 or just see us. Because now we're gonna have a shit time.
How long until Alex gets a PTG tattoo? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, man, but I think that's when you've made it. And I don't think it's when we've made it. I think it's when somebody else gets a PTG tattoo. So if you're listening and you were the first person to a PTG...
Why would they get it if you haven't gotten one yourself?
If somebody goes and gets a PTG tattoo, I will get a PTG tattoo.
Maybe someday we'll get...
If a listener will go get a
PTG
tattoo. And it's got to be a listener that's not like friend of the show, Craig Lavati, writes for the Houston Chronicle, also hosts Black Coffee Radio on AM 950 KPRC on the weekends, but he is he's covered in tats, and he gets like just goofy tats. If he just got a Pass the Gravy one just to get a Pass the Gravy one, that doesn't count. If you are just a regular dude that doesn't have a fuckload of tattoos and you get a PTG tattoo, if Craig Lavati got one, I'd fucking get one anyway.
I was about to say, you can't hate on the process of why they got it.
But you know how like a tattoo artist, like when the tattoo artists like they just have a shit ton of tattoos because like they get bored and they're like, I'm just gonna tattoo my like. That wouldn't count, If you own a tattoo shop and you have a million tattoos, it still is. But if you own a tattoo shop and you get a PTG tattoo and you hook me up with a PTG tattoo, we're in.
Yeah,
we're in.
Oh, you know what, dude? If
because it's a pretty simple tattoo.
I don't have any tattoos. If somebody offered to do it for free, I might.
You never do a free tattoo.
Never. I'm
never.
No, I'm not talking about just like somebody that had a shop.
Oh, like
if they were like, dude, I'll give you your Pass the Gravy tattoo for free. I'd consider.
But you still tip them though. You still gotta hit your boy up. All right.
I'm not doing it for free. Free.
As long as you're making sure.
Now here's the thing: would you just get PTG or would you get like the
I would
shirt?
get the logo. I would
get the
logo.
full logo. Okay,
the full on logo, like the mic and the stuff.
Okay, or I was gonna say, or would you get the Office PTG logo?
No. I would get that's our logo.
Yeah.
And I remember trying to think of a logo for PTG and just I want something I can stamp on things. And that's just like boom, 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 boom. You can put it there.
I think I would go the just letters PTG, like the Cult shirt letters.
Yeah, I've been looking at some hats, guys, and we're just talking behind the scenes. Like we should have done this probably pre-show, but we're just kind of shooting this shit right now and talking about what possibly could happen. I've been looking at some hats. And the PTG just across the front, I think, might be the coolest looking one.
When does hunting season start for deer? Maybe we put out a camo box hunter.
Oh yeah, yep. I think we gotta. But like it looks like those polo hats. Mm-hmm. Where it's like the letters are kind of like smaller, but it's like either a khaki or a white or a black hat. That's what I've been working on. Khakis. Would look pretty dope. But you can get the khaki. I get it.
Sorry,
I didn't at first. I got it. But I got lost talking about PassTheGravyMerch.com. You can get the logo shirts. Go get all your shit there. Just go check it out. PassTheGravyMerch.com. If you buy anything, let us know, and we will we'll talk you up because you're obviously a great person. You make great decisions because you buy stuff from PassTheGravyMerch.com. So go get your gear at PassTheGravyMerch.com. Guys, let's get into Comeback Kids, and then we're gonna do we're gonna piggyback in the Comeback Kid again and do a Mount Rushmore. We're not going to tell you what the Mount Rushmore is because you're going to have to wait. It's the comeback kid. The comeback kid of the week. The comeback kid of the week. Bitch. All right, first comeback kid of the week. Birthdays. Happy birthday, Pat. I mean, it's not your birthday now. It was your birthday on Monday.
Yeah.
But, like, happy birthday to previous Pat.
Yeah.
Or belated birthday.
And my mom is today. And
happy birthday to Mrs. Dion.
And my grandmother is in 2 days.
Happy birthday to Grandma Dion.
Yeah.
So the Dions all just got a cluster right there,
Super easy for me.
It's pretty convenient.
Thing is like, and I've said this before, I'm terrible. I don't know when anyone in my family's birthday is. But, like, if you know your mom and your grandma, you can get away with every other one. Like,
those are really, like, because your dad doesn't get pissed.
Yeah, he's just like, and your family
but
will
you
tell
look like
hey,
a dick if you don't get your mom
birthday
something.
is coming up. But, like, you got to know your mom, you got to know your grandma.
That's smart. It's a good call.
So, like, I've had those covered.
Yeah, a little cheat sheet, you know? Yeah. Huh, mine? Something. And, like, I bet, like, earlier on, like, you get the birthday money when you're in school. So then, guess who's getting mom a nice present with this money I just got? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was always done.
What'd you do for your birthday?
Nothing.
Just
I worked a double.
Oh. That's kind of like what I do.
I don't celebrate my birthday anymore.
We're adults.
Yeah, like I don't like all
birthday month. It's my birthday month. Oh
it's
my
god. Birthday week. I'm like, shut up,
birthday
Karen.
week.
You're fucking 27
Do you want to go out
old.
for dinner and drinks for my birthday? Your birthday was 2 weeks ago. It's my birthday month. Yeah. Oh my god, it's my birthday month. We're doing it for my birthday.
Like that was my thing, especially because it's a Monday. What the fuck? People like when I was there in the morning, like, what are you doing tonight for your birthday? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking be here.
Did you tell people it was your birthday?
I worked. No. Somebody in the morning asked me, and then it just kind of
Okay, Facebook's made it where people ask you, and you gotta like be like, yeah.
Then, like,
but I never go in telling people like, hey, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I try not to mention it ever.
They bombarded me, and like I came around a corner, and they're like all standing there with the cake, like, happy birthday, and I was like, God fucking damn it.
There's nothing. Is like there anything more awkward than like what you do?
Where do you look?
Where
do you look?
Do you smile? Do you laugh? Do you laugh the whole time? Do you smile the whole time?
I gave one of my coworkers the finger.
That's
while they were
a good way to do it.
Also, that's just what I do to her every day. Like when she walks by me, I just go, "Hey, fuck you, Ruby."
That'll show her.
Yeah, but that, and then like this weekend, I just chilled. Like that was my birthday. Like that's what I do on my birthday now. I just hang out. I don't do anything. I
feel the same way, man.
Like last year, I think I went to the bar for some wings and a couple beers.
Like I've never had like a party since I was. I don't know. I was in college and I had like a random party.
Here's how I feel. After 23, like actually celebrating your birthday as a man is pathetic.
Like people that take off on their birthday?
You can like go like get drinks with your friends. Like that's cool, but like actually planning a fucking party, like dude, like that's gay. So I don't. It's just like now if you have a girlfriend and she
if your girlfriend, or if your buddies throw a party, that's like, cool too.
Dudes, my birthday's coming up. We're gonna go to the club. Like I've got a reserved area.
Bro.
No, you're fucking pathetic.
Dudes don't need to be.
You get 1 year after college to celebrate your birthday again. And then you know what you do after that? You fucking go to work because it's a day. Nobody gives a shit about you anymore.
I feel like you get the 10s. The 10s you get.
Oh like, yeah, milestone birthdays are fine.
30. I don't know, just dirty 30, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm turning 30 next. I'm turning 30 next year, but I probably still won't do anything.
What?
I'm 29, man.
Did you get held back a year?
I did. No, I didn't. I just I started school a year late.
Oh, I didn't realize he was that fucking old.
I'm pretty sure I've told you this before.
Probably, but I don't pay attention to things.
We've probably been drinking.
We might have fucking talked about it on the podcast.
I think we have. But yeah, so like, I'm still probably not gonna throw a party or anything. But like, I remember for like 40-year-old parties, like my dad had like a over the hill. Yeah. Now you're getting old. Like I remember that, but like he didn't schedule
30
it.
May be worth a party. Like,
I'm not gonna schedule it though.
Not really though, because like it's 30. Like 40. Okay, 40's a milestone. 30 is just like, oh yeah, you're a fucking adult now. Go to work tomorrow.
I say this with my birthday every year. It's like at the end of the day, like your birthday means nothing.
Nothing.
You didn't die for like you did absolutely nothing to be born.
Your mother did so much.
Your parents fucked, and then your mom spit you out.
Yeah.
You know, or in your cousin's case was cut open and then you had you removed. But those two. I believe I was a C-section baby as well, so that happened with me. But
I don't think I was.
I think I was a C-section.
I think my mom did all 4 naturally. Like, what a fucking
just tank. Like herself?
Yeah. Just in a field.
That's the American way.
She dropped it out, cut the cord with the scythe she was using.
No, she bit it. She just bit it.
No, but like now that I think about it, like I've never seen my mom with a C-section scar, so like,
do you look for them?
No, but I feel like I would have noticed it at some point.
I don't know. Text her, ask her. Say, happy birthday. Did you have a C-section?
I've never asked my mom any of these questions. Like, I still don't know how my parents met. I think I asked one time.
You don't know how your parents met?
I feel like I asked one time, and they're like, "Oh, friends introduced us." That's as far as I've gotten.
Do you know what time you were born?
No. Why the fuck would I know that?
Because it's on your birth certificate?
Why would I look at my birth certificate?
My mom knows what time I was born, but like I don't remember it.
Like I don't know how my grandparents met. I don't know what my grandfather did during World War II. Like these are questions that I feel like I should ask.
Probably
them.
Fought the Nazis.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know he was in the military because like it was the draft and shit. And, like I've heard some stories about like he looked after War Admiral. The fucking famous horse and shit. Like when he was in the stables, like one of the generals owned the horse or something, and he was like looking after him. And like the horse got fucking loose, and he had to go chase him. But like, as far as like,
your grandpa was pretty fast. That was the horse that won the Triple Crown.
I don't know if my grandpa ever went overseas. Like, I don't ask questions about my family. Like, I don't like personal connection. Is that weird?
A little bit.
Like, even with my family,
it's a little weird.
I don't want to know about their life. Like, I know my other grandfather was a dentist during in World War II, so I assume he was overseas.
Probably.
Never fucking asked him. I just
don't care.
I make assumptions about my family. Have
you seen Master of None on Netflix with Aziz Ansari?
No.
Like there's like a whole part where they're like, we don't ever ask like what our dad did. And it's like their parents came overseas to like give them a better life. And he's like, we just like fuck you, Dad, quit blowing up my phone. I don't want to hang out. And it's just like your dad like did all of this for you. You should probably like ask him like
your dad put himself through college while working.
It's
you ungrateful dick.
I'm just saying. Maybe next time, it's like, hey, how'd this go? Just ask some questions.
That's weird.
Because I've heard that when they're gone, you regret it.
I know. That's why I feel like I need to.
So soak it up while they're around. He probably still won't do it.
I'll just ask my dad about it later.
Yeah. There you go.
And I'll put that.
Is there a Wikipedia page about this? Because I can read that.
Yeah, I'll read the book.
Our other comeback kid is Daniel Cormier. We already talked about him,
DC.
But he, back in the spotlight, the champ, and Brock Lesnar with that is back because then Brock Lesnar like tried to assault him in the ring, even though it was very staged.
That was so WWE. It was great.
Like Brock Lesnar can't fight for another 6 months, so that's a long time to like.
Is it still another 6
He's
months?
He's got the USADA doping ban,
but I thought
for 6 more months from the night of the fight.
Okay. So
I mean, I could see them fighting in 6 months, but like I don't.
6 months of training.
I think Lesnar's done, man. I think Lesnar's done.
No,
I didn't like him.
He's gonna fight again. He'll probably get popped for steroids again after that one. He'll make his money, and then he'll just go back to WWE.
Like it wouldn't be funny. It would be kind of funny. It'd be weird, but like, what if he comes back, beats Cormier, takes his belt, then gets it taken away again because it was doping? So that's 3 times that Cormier has fought someone, lost, and you could be like, all of his losses came by people that doped.
Yeah. Well, wasn't one of the John Jones one cocaine? Was it doping or was it cocaine?
You're right. It might have been cocaine, but still, substance.
Cocaine.
Kicking.
I just thought. Did you ever see that video when Brock Lesnar actually punched the guy in WWE? Because he like hit him with a knee, and you see like it stuns Brock for a second. He goes and stands up and hits him with like an uppercut, and then drills him in the side of the fucking head. And he wears UFC gloves in the WWE now.
Probably smart.
He punches the dude in the side of the head, and you see this dude get fucking dazed. And
is he still doing WWE?
Yeah. How the fuck else is he gonna make money?
I don't know. I haven't watched WWE in forever. I just hate Brock because of his fucking stupid sword tattoo. Like, if you have a really stupid tattoo, in my opinion, I'm just going to not like you because
here's the thing. When you're that size, you can get whatever the fuck you want. Because nobody can do anything about it.
I know. I couldn't beat him up about it, and I would be like, yes, sir, I'm very sorry that I made fun of your tattoo. But then on my podcast, I'd be like, fuck Brock Lesnar. He's got a really stupid tattoo.
Do you hate Babyface because he's the fucking ice cream cone? Or whoever it is that has the ice cream cone?
Who?
The rapper that, I think it's like Lil Wayne. Or is it Birdman? Or it's one of them. It's one of those guys. The guy who's got the ice cream cone tattooed on his fucking face.
There's so many rappers. Like, Lil Wayne's got 1 billion tattoos on his face. Post Malone, have you seen him? Like, that guy looks like an idiot.
That guy looks like a homeless person from Austin.
Right.
Like, that's literally.
But you gotta respect the hustle, man. You respect the hustle.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at what he does, so whatever.
He's
but
talented.
like, he looks silly.
But yeah,
he looks silly. So yeah, Daniel Cormier and Brock Lesnar are back, and then another comeback kid are Caves, Caves and Thailand, and I guess kids in soccer, because these kids just got saved from that cave in Thailand that got flooded in. So I guess they were just wandering around in a cave after they got done practicing.
That's the worst coach ever.
Or best coach, because he taught them all valuable life lessons.
No, dude, because at one point there's a choke point where it's like a fucking meter wide that the kids had to crawl through to even get to where they were. So like that was part of the reason it took so long to swim them out, because they had to swim through this fucking tiny little choke point. What kind of a coach is going, hey, you see that little hole that you can barely fit through as a child? We're all going to go through that and then walk another mile.
Coaches are supposed to teach you life lessons at a young age. And what life lesson do these kids learn?
Don't listen
go
to
fucking
authority.
Exploring in caves.
Don't listen to your stupid... Don't listen to an adult who's a youth soccer coach. That's what they fucking learned.
But you're youth, so you don't understand that.
They'd already explored the cave before. Like, they've done it multiple times.
Yeah, and they never got stuck before, so maybe they were just like, that's routine.
Guys, I haven't actually read up anything on this story.
Well, I mean, I haven't really either. Like, I don't have a link attached to this article or anything. Like, I'm going off of what I've read on TV and usually just headlines.
You know what they should have learned? Don't play soccer. Football teams don't take these kind of stupid fucking trips.
Soccer players make a fuckload of money.
It's true.
So, like, I would say definitely play soccer. But, like,
play baseball.
You're really watering down your chance. Baseball's the hardest one to get into.
But here's the thing.
Would you say baseball or soccer?
Baseball, because soccer, there are leagues everywhere in the world. But here's the thing.
There's leagues everywhere in the world.
If you work really hard in soccer but end up in America, you didn't do well. If you work really hard at baseball, you end up in America and you fucking win. You win. That's like you've reached the pinnacle.
But what if you, like, end up in Spain and you are, like, making $1 billion?
Okay, you're in Europe.
Yeah, the chicks are hot in Europe, bro.
Yeah, there's hot.
They have like they don't even have to like wear tops half the time. I think in Europe.
Yeah,
pretty sure that's law.
Okay, you realize when you've got that kind of money in America, whatever party you have at your house, they're not wearing tops either.
Yeah, but like you're in Spain, dude.
Exactly, you're in Europe.
You can
versus
take a siesta.
Being in America.
You can take a siesta in the middle of the day.
Hey, Alex, if you could be in America or be in Europe, where would you be?
Obviously, I'd be in America because I'm a fucking patriot. But if you're gonna offer me like $1 billion to play soccer in Europe, I'll probably do that. I'm coming back to visit, and I'm gonna fucking fly the fuck out of that flag like JJ Watt style. When I run out of the tunnel, I'm fucking rolling with the American flag. He's not in America. What the fuck's wrong with this guy?
And you know what else I just realized? Whatever happened with Messi? Didn't he get caught up a couple years back for like hiding half of his money in like bank accounts overseas?
Yeah, but in Spain you can get away with that.
And then it just went away.
Yeah, because it's Spain. That's what I'm talking about. In America, they come after you if you don't pay your taxes. In Spain, they're like,
yeah, but once you have that kind of money and they come after you, you just fly to Switzerland, live the rest of your life.
That's true. That's true. Or what was it that they did on Wolf of Wall Street? You gotta get your wife's grandma to like go across the aunt and like tape money on her.
Tape money to them titties.
And then try and make out with her, and then her slap you, but then still make out with you anyways.
Yeah. Old dirty British.
Then bitches. Harley Quinn makes you look at her vagina, like while your daughter's in the room, and you're all turned on, and it's like a really weird.
And then she says you can't touch it, and you're like, ha! But the two Roccos just saw your puss. They saw your box.
You fucking box, Holly. They saw it. So yeah, these kids like they had to like swim out, but like so they didn't know how to swim. They didn't know how to scuba dive, and in like a day they all learned how to do that, which is pretty crazy.
Well, they had two Thai Navy SEALs on their arms, just going, "Hey,
breathe."
Fucking yeah, just breathe through the tank."
But still, like that's a lot for like a kid to do. Like, it's never done that, you know. And I understand it's a life and death situation, but like, I don't know. I wonder how good this team is. Let's just find out. I want to see what never once in any story I saw was there a record of this team. Or is this team good? Is this something that's going to bring them closer together to possibly win a championship like the Mighty Ducks? Or like, because Coach Bombay made him go pick up the trash, or not? It wasn't Bombay.
I've already seen like 3 people tweeting about how Disney is just fucking loving this story because they're going to turn this shit into a franchise.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Here's the thing: if they were the first place team, are we investigating all the teams behind them for maybe grabbing hoses and flooding it themselves?
You have to. You would think.
You got to.
There'd be some sort of investigation that the youth league commissioner would have to look into.
Can't rule it out.
Can you imagine like if it was like
Thailand? How many of these kids were sex workers already?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, not so heartwarming anymore, is it?
How
he
long
played goalie. He also played with men's balls on the weekend.
How long? I want to know how long they were stuck in there without like anybody knowing that they were. I mean, I guess your parents would know.
I think it was like 3 days before one of the parents finally reported, "Hey, our kids never came back."
Hey, did Steve come home from soccer practice 3 days ago? No. Neither did my son. That's weird. We were supposed to take him to soccer practice. That's funny. Huh. Where are they?
Why is the coach taking them off for multiple days on cave? I hope we don't find out something about this coach.
Let's hope. But okay, so let's piggyback on top of caves because they got lost in these caves. So I thought, what better this is sort of a sports story, and we always do Mount Rushmores on silly sports stories from that week because it is between basketball season ending and football season starting. So it's that slow part of the year where we just got baseball. I mean, we do have soccer, so I get that like that's another thing. But it's just a slow part of the year. Sports radio usually is just like, well, blah, 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 blah. We got to find some bullshit to talk about, so they do Mount Rushmores. And we're going to do our own Mount Rushmore of a stupid sports story every week. Our Mount Rushmore this week is it's a Mount Rushmore of places to get lost. Places to get lost. And last week, the percentages, I got them right here. I won. No big deal. So me and Bobby Jokes tied up at the top. 1 victory apiece for Mount Rushmore season so far. I won I was at 39%. Robert had 36%. Just edged him out right there. And then Pat had 25%. Pat, I thought that you should have 100% been second place.
John Wayne Pilgrim.
And a lot of people on Twitter, like the most vocal people.
John Wayne impression.
Yeah, that wasn't very great. The most vocal people on Twitter, like Chance and Matthew, they were saying you should have definitely won.
I think Daniel said
Daniel
it too.
definitely did too, and they were saying Pat should win here.
100% of the people that commented on it said I should have won, so I'm gonna go by that.
But do you think are those like now? We
saw the popular vote.
We saw in the election, right?
The
right?
popular vote doesn't mean shit.
We saw in the election that like did those people just say shit on Facebook and Twitter and then not go out and actually vote? Because of that happened.
I'm pretty sure they voted because our voting requires zero effort. You just scroll your thumb a little bit more.
No, we actually like now you have to drive to a polling place.
No,
you don't know that.
No, because
there's a specific Pass the Gravy polling location you can go to. Just
look it up on your phone.
PassTheGravy.com/your-phone, and you have to drive to it, and then you just vote from there. So we're going to do the Mount Rushmore of places to get lost. Pat's going to go first. Robert's going to go second. And I will go third. It's a snake draft. Remember that. So, Pat, who is going to be your number one on the Mount Rushmore of places to get lost?
I'm going to go with getting lost in the sauce.
Getting lost in the sauce.
Pretty ambiguous. I'm not 100% sure what it means.
Does that mean like you're drunk?
I'm pretty sure it's you're drunk, but I don't know. But I'm going with it because it rhymes.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't have any background music today?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, so
I don't think Mount Rushmore's
I'm
ever
going to
had
go
background.
with Uncle Sam. Because as we discovered last week, Uncle Sam is the embodiment of the U.S.
Challenge.
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 How do you
last
get
week,
lost in
last
Uncle
week,
Sam?
No, last week we decided that America is Uncle Sam. So that means Uncle Sam is America.
but that
so that
doesn't
means I'm
apply.
getting
No,
lost
Uncle
in America.
like USA
Okay,
got its name because of Uncle Sam.
I changed my answer to Cristiano Ronaldo. That doesn't apply to the fucking...
Like lost in his asshole?
You can't get lost in Uncle Sam.
Lost in USA? Maybe we would accept that.
I'm going lost in Uncle Sam. If you're not going to accept
Okay,
Uncle Sam,
a challenge.
fine.
Do
Then
you
I'm
second my
I
challenge?
I also
doesn't
second
count.
your
You can't
challenge.
do that.
All right, so then last week's is void too.
No, because that applied last week.
We figured it out. We talked it out.
Lost in Uncle Sam makes zero grammatical or sense in any
Right,
other
but he'd
time.
probably still fucking win.
All right, I'm going to go with Mall of America then.
Mall of America.
Close second. Close second.
That's a roller coaster, and if you get lost, you just fucking ride a roller coaster, right? Okay, I'm gonna go with space.
Damn it!
Space is my first one. Lost in space. It's
Damn
already
it.
a show, and then like, who wants to be lost in space? You can't breathe.
That
out
was
there.
one of mine.
No big deal. And a maze. A maze is another one because like how like that's got to be terrifying, like a real
good.
life maze. So I'm gonna go space and maze with my two picks. Robert, back to you.
I'm going to go with the troops.
You can't. God
Okay,
damn it,
I know what he's
Robert.
doing now. He's just trying to make fun of my picks from last week. You saw
Okay.
a winning formula, so you're gonna go with that.
Good joke. Say your real pick now.
Lost.
asshole.
No, but you could be lost amongst the troops if you think about it. If you're in a war situation, you are one of the troops. You could be just lost amongst the rest of the troops,
Then you're just a shitty troop.
or like there's a lot of people, and so like they like maybe you aren't particularly lost, but like, you're I don't know.
What's your real answer, Robert?
I'm going to go with the book.
Lost in a good book.
And a good
No,
book.
no. He didn't say it had to be a good book.
I'm
Just a book.
adding a good book.
Mine is Mine is actually very similar to Robert's.
I had a couple. I didn't know we were gonna go that way, but I'm ready for it now.
My second one is actually Lost in Astroworld. Remember that shit as a kid? Like if you get lost in Astroworld, like
an amusement park. I'm gonna adapt it because I had this down as one of mine.
Okay,
amusement park.
Because like the worst case scenario, you lose where everyone was, you just ride that same fucking ride again. Eventually they'll come back and find you.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember when I was a little kid, I got lost at like a water park. I wanted to go on a ride. It wasn't allowed to ride on a ride, and then walked away from my parents, and then was like freaking out as a little kid, like, "Hey, where my mom is." All right, so you got amusement park.
My next one is actually one that I did not enjoy as a child when I got lost in it. But
we don't have to enjoy this. This is not a place of like good places or bad places to get lost.
Lost in the zoo.
Ooh.
I was looking at the lions, and they were like, "Hey, we're going." I was like, "Cool, I'm just gonna be here for a second more." And my family literally just walked away from me, and I was 6 years old. So I turned around and nobody's fucking there anymore because I'm just looking at the lions. I had to grab someone that worked.
You know, I know a guy named Daniel that got stuck in a den with some lions. Worked out okay for him. You know why? Because he had Jesus in his life. Maybe if we all had Jesus in our life, we could all hang with lions.
Okay.
Robert, back to you. Robert's like, what the fuck is going on now?
I'm going to go with translation.
Ooh.
I actually had that one down.
Damn,
Very
that's a good one.
Lost in translation. All right, that's a solid one. Now I got a couple. Now I got to go weird now since you guys went weird. I think about going with this one. This is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Lost in Someone's Eyes. You know, you ever look in someone's eyes and you just lost.
I thought about that one. That was on my list.
And then oh fuck, I got a couple. There's a couple. I don't know what I want to pick. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Lost in New York.
Fuck!
Lost in New York.
Damn it!
Home Alone 2.
Damn it!
Fantastic movie.
That was
There we go. Fuck yes.
God damn it.
I'm so glad I picked it. I really almost did it.
Oh man, dude, I was just fucking hoping that shit was gonna stay open.
Well, that's why I was like, that can wait till the end, right? Yeah, it did.
Oh man, you bastard.
All right, Robert, back to you. That was my 4.
I think I'm gonna go with like Lost in Your Dreams.
In dreams?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Like on Inception.
Right.
You're stuck in them, I guess. Yeah, it's a good one.
All right.
And our final pick, Mr. Irrelevant of the Mount Rushmore of places to get lost.
My final one is actually one that everybody hates when it happens to their boy. Just lost in that pussy. Or as it would probably be said in my group chat, lost in that pussy. Spelled Poussay.
Okay.
Pussy.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, just, it's a good place to be lost, but it's bad for your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
This was the most random one I think we've
so
ever
too. Now,
fucking
did
done.
anybody have? Let's go through the honorable mentions then, because I got a couple of them.
Wasn't there a book, Lost in Paradise? Fucking troops.
Um,
Lost in Paradise, I think, was like a book or some shit.
I almost went, instead of New York, which I'm glad I picked New York because you were
So
going to,
pissed
so I
off.
fucked you over on that one. I was going to pick the island from Lost, the show Lost.
Yeah, I
because
thought about that,
is,
too.
they were legitimately like lost on that island.
They were very lost.
Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda, ooh, that's a
That
good
would
one.
have been a good one.
Damn, that's a good
That would
one.
have definitely been better than like 3 of yours.
Yeah.
In the moment. Getting lost in the moment.
Lady Liberty. Oh shit, we can't use that. Lost in the moment. That's good.
Lost in thought.
Mm-hmm.
The desert. An airport, perhaps, because you might be late. IKEA. Nobody likes IKEA, and you get stuck in IKEA, and there's like one way to go, and you're like, God, what am I doing? What else? The grocery store when you don't know where your mom is. That's a good one.
Or when you get sent to find one fucking item and you can't find it. Technically, that's lost.
Yeah, you're lost. You have the African Serengeti because like there's a lot of shit that'll fuck you up out there.
Cleveland, just
I don't want to be.
lost
I don't
there?
want to be lost
Yeah,
in
it's
Cleveland
bad.
at all. A jungle. Jungles are scary. Forests are also scary. Mountains, deserts, pretty much climates.
Yeah, climates.
That's what I jotted down. I didn't know where we were going with this. I just jotted down climates. And then, this is like a big fear of mine, is open water. Like just being lost. Like
The ocean.
Like you dive in and then you come back up and your boat's gone. And you're like, fuck! What do I do out here? Being just lost out in the water.
Ralphie, man. Where's the boat? The boat's gone. Shark, jellyfish, moray eel, barracuda.
But wasn't there that movie? It was Deep Water, where like that
Deep
like,
Water. That's what he's talking about.
Happened.
Yeah.
But I remember like seeing the previews of that, be like, "Fuck that movie! I'm not seeing that. That'd be horrifying." Just because you're like, I'm either gonna just die of exhaustion and then drown, or like just exhaust yourself and drown,
you
or
don't have
just get
anything
eaten.
in your hand that you can literally knock yourself out with to drown in like while you're unconscious, because that's what I would totally do.
Right.
You have to like literally just keep yourself afloat until you can't, and then you struggle and die from exhaustion and drowning, which is like the fucking worst way to go.
I remember one time I went out to, it was called the Blue Lagoon when I lived in Huntsville in college, and we went. It was like where like divers would practice, and they had like a fake sunken ship down there and everything. And there were these buoys that would show like where plate, like it would show like how like a distance to something was. And they were like, "Oh hey Alex, I bet you like swim to that red buoy over there." I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And like I remember like getting out like halfway to it, like, "Okay, I'm really tired." And like I made it like all the way there, and then on the way back I was like, "I am never going to make this back. This is horrifying."
I'm just gonna hang out on this buoy.
I can see land. I can see land. No, I made it back, and I didn't stop swimming. I just like laid on my back and did like the, and it's sort of like half-ass backstroke, half-ass just like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kicking feet really hard, and I made it back. But it was just like I can't imagine being in the ocean with like waves and shit coming at you.
Oh
Fuck
my
that.
God.
Fuck that.
Fuck that noise.
All right. So my 4 were Uncle Sam, The Troops, Mall of America, and Book.
That was not
that's
it.
not-
That was not
that-
it. We're gonna go down it right now. And Pat's 4. Pat was lost in the sauce, lost in an amusement park, lost in a zoo, and lost in a pussy.
In the pussy.
In the pussy.
Yeah, not you can't lost in a pussy. No, lost in the pussy.
The
pussy.
Whose pussy is it?
Pussy.
Pussy.
Poussay.
Robert was lost in Mall of America, lost in a good book. That was probably my favorite one of yours. Lost in translation and lost in dreams. That was probably your weakest pick. I'm not gonna lie. And then I had Lost in Space, A Maze, Someone's Eyes, and New York, like Home Alone 2.
Not gonna lie, this is the first time where after we finished,
I have
feel like,
no idea.
No, not that. God damn, my list was weak. This is the first time that like if I don't win, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I get it.
All right, so then unbiasedly, who do we think wins? Looking at this list,
Me.
I think I win.
I'm not gonna fucking pick either one of you jackals.
Yeah, me.
I think Robert wins too, because Robert is probably going to win, because I guess everybody just votes for Robert.
Well, Robert's gonna win because he's got 37 fucking burner accounts.
Yeah, like how long does it take you to make a burner account?
I don't know.
Is it a pain in the ass?
How long did it take you to make yours last week to win?
I don't make burner accounts, buddy. I just pick solid picks. But like, is it like hurt your thumb to like have to keep sliding over and like this account, this account, this account? Have you accidentally like tweeted from the wrong account yet?
Can you just slide accounts, or do you have to sign out and then sign back in?
Well, like for mine, like I have. No. Like, no, these aren't burner accounts.
So the burner accounts come out.
No, these are like work accounts. So I have my personal account. I have Pass the Gravy's Twitter account. I have.
Those are the ones you're using. He's using the.
I don't vote
ones.
from this. I don't vote from those.
Mm-hmm.
It's all unraveling.
I don't. But so I have like.
Can we see the votes? Like, is there a way we
I
can
think
pull
there's
up
a way.
Because like I want to pull up, and if I see a vote from Pass the Gravy, on
You can't
here,
vote for your own. But like if Pass the Gravy
I
Bro
vote
voted,
for my
then
own
yeah.
every week.
No, but like Pass the Gravy can't vote on its own poll. Is what I mean.
Okay.
Since it
But
posted
if
the
we
poll.
see the Rod Ryan show has voted on any of these, I'm gonna.
Well, that could also be Rod doing it. But like he's not.
Yeah,
Believe me, he's not voting in
It's
it.
totally not Rod.
But
Like
I'm saying
if you
four
would have
people
said it
have
was Dinah or Phyllis, maybe I would have fucking.
four people
bought
have
that.
control over that. But I'm just saying, I am not burning things. But Robert is probably having a burner account. So Mount Rushmore of places to get lost. We will post up the poll on Friday, so be sure to vote, and that's how we'll do our draft order next week.
I'd also like to point out that I was prepared for a different Mount Rushmore, and I showed up today, and Alex goes, "Hey, by the way, I fucking changed
Well,
it."
to be fair, I also changed it hours ago, so you could have checked
Oh, you mean
the
when
sheet.
I was at work?
Well, I always check the sheet all the time. Always.
I was working.
Pass the grade first. That's
Actually,
what I do.
I wasn't working that hard, so I probably could have checked it.
All right, so picking back up from the Thailand cave kids, we had judges. Judges were back because the Supreme Court also back because the Don picked a new Supreme Court judge, and Twitter was furious. Twitter was furious.
Even though he was probably the most moderate of all the judges he could have picked.
I don't think you realize that Twitter's just never happy.
No.
No matter what.
Which is...
If he was like, I cured cancer, they'd be like, well, what about people that needed cancer? Huh? What about that?
What about AIDS? Why didn't you cure AIDS instead?
I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'm a fan of the guy. I'm just saying people are going to shit on him no matter what he does. So it's been fun to watch Twitter the last couple of days. And the Supreme Court, like, first off, why don't we call the Supreme Court justices the Supremes? Why don't we call them the Supremes?
Because if we changed it now, the Supremes would sue.
But like they should be referred to as the Supremes, right? It makes sense to me, at least, and really to me, as long as it makes sense, then like it doesn't need to make sense to anyone.
But only if you're gonna pronounce it the Supremes.
The Supremes, like Dwight at the garden party.
Exactly.
I watched that yesterday.
Yeah,
Mr. Robert, California. So I just think the Supremes would be a solid name for them.
Yeah.
We should just go with that going forward.
The Supremes.
The Supremes. I think we'd make a pretty solid Supremes duo, if you ask me.
I think we would.
Put some judges' gowns on. Ooh, that'd be our shtick.
Just let us judge everything.
Judges, juries, and executioners.
Like our entire judging system. Are you an asshole and does it make sense?
Or do we hate your tattoos?
Like are you just being an asshole? That's why you don't want this to be a thing? You are okay, but does it still make sense?
Mm-hmm. All making good points
I think
right
me
there.
and you would make a good judge duo.
I agree. We should have at least, like, if we're not Supreme Court justices, we should at least have like a TV show.
Yeah.
Where we can like we just deal with small claims stuff. And we just ooh, that'd be a good one.
And then if we don't agree, it gets thrown to Hulk Hogan, and he's the deciding vote.
I was gonna say Robert, because Robert would be the third guy out of our group, but
Robert dressed in a bailiff uniform.
Why not another judge uniform? That'd be funny. He's like the third judge, and they're like, all right, we defer to the third judge, and he gives you the thumbs up or thumbs down like in Gladiator.
No, because in my head, if like somebody gets rowdy and Robert has to throw them out, and he's like, hey, just like,
could you please leave?
Don't
make me get my pew pew. Please sit down. Pew pew.
It's just him slightly just like pushing someone towards
Sir,
the exit. Like,
sir,
hey,
I'm going to please leave.
Please,
sir.
You're being quite rowdy. You can't handle that.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. So yeah, the Supreme Court and judges are back. I don't know the name of the Supreme Court dude we got, but
Kavanaugh.
No,
he's not on the Supreme Court now. He is the nomination. If they don't confirm him, like if Democrats find a way to block it, it's stupid because he's literally like the most middle of the road dude they could have hoped for.
Right.
He's on record saying Roe v. Wade shouldn't be overturned. Like, it is policy, let it stand, which is abortion, which is what all Democrats are freaking out about. Oh, they're going to overturn abortion and make it illegal. This dude's like, dude, no, just like fucking let the law be the law.
Yeah.
And they're like, they had a boilerplate message that they were ready to put out, like, we oppose, and it was blank. And that boilerplate message got leaked out. And I was like, dude, there was 3 options. You couldn't just fucking write one for each guy.
Right, you gotta...
Like, for each fucking guy.
That's just what I hate. It's like, everybody's just like...
No, we hate them.
Both sides are so just like, I don't care about the other side. Whatever they say, I'm gonna go against that. And it's just like, you gotta have some sort of middle ground.
And at this level, like, you gotta understand that they're not judging on political beliefs. They're judging on, like, because they respect the fucking high level of it, and they're judging. They're not trying to make law. They're fucking I could go for 45 fucking minutes.
You want to? We should.
Sorry, I tried to save you some bruschetta earlier, but
Do you want to start a new podcast called Pass the Pat on Judges?
Pass the Politics?
Pass the Judges.
Ooh.
Judge the Gravy. Oh.
Done.
There we go. Done. That's easy.
We've come up with like 3 other.
We're all taking on podcasts.
We're
just
building
content
the
kings. Hashtag content kings at Pass the Gravy Pod. Let us know that.
Content King shirt.
I mean, we're gonna have to make all of these podcasts.
I'm coming up with too many fucking shirt ideas.
See, we're making too many shirts to where people are gonna buy them all, because most people only buy like 1 or 2 shirts, and if we have 4 million, like we already do, there's some that just don't sell.
We still need box.
Some just don't sell. We do need Box Hunter, and we need a couple. Content King might be a good
Maybe just one more shirt that says "Don't say cunt."
Don't say cunt. Just hey, don't say it.
But yeah, Supreme Court judges are back.
Yep, they are back, and so is Evel Knievel. Did you see Travis Pastrana was doing Evel Knievel jumps, like dressed up as Evel Knievel and shit, jumping over buses and cars, and then he was jumping over the fountains at Caesar's Palace.
I did not know that was going on until I heard y'all talking about it.
I didn't know it was going on until I saw a couple of tweets about it on Sunday night.
Yeah,
it was like the most not promoted thing ever.
I was super into video
I don't
games
pay attention to
and
History
24 on. Oh, I'm also watching 24 now. Finally.
Beep, 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 beep,
exactly.
Beep, beep. I've never watched that show.
Oh, dude, it's super dope. Get into it.
I'm watching Big Brother, so no.
You're also. I'm saying instead of watching The Office.
I watch Big Brother, and then when the feeds are down, I watch The Office, which is not often.
Okay. Either way, sorry, sidetracked.
Also back, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah,
CR7.
He's on the move. He was sold to Juventus in Italy, which sounds racist, right? That sounds like incredible. Like in soccer,
transferred.
He was sold, dude. I saw Cristiano Ronaldo sold to Juventus. That was a headline I read.
Transferred.
Go Google Cristiano Ronaldo, Juventus, and then hit news on Google and tell me what you see.
Tell me it says sold, because then I'll just pile more on top of soccer for being a racist sport.
I mean, right? And like,
which they already are by far the most racist sport there is.
Like, wouldn't you say it's pretty racist to say you sold a player? You know who else we used to sell? You know, or not me, well, not us.
You can
not
sell
we.
his rights.
But you know who else used to get sold?
Who?
I don't want to say.
Okay, then we won't know.
But it starts with an S and rhymes with Braves, or Blaves. I mean, I guess you can say slaves.
Slaves?
I'm just saying, like,
slaves.
Are we looking at soccer players as slaves?
Are you talking about Irish slaves?
Is that what we're looking at them as? I'm talking about, obviously, he is a Portuguese slave.
Jewish slaves?
All I'm seeing is joins and transferred.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
I'm the fucking best, dude. Like, even shit I don't know about, I know about.
Watch this.
Did you just type in Cristiano Ronaldo sold?
I did, and Cristiano SB Nation, the independent La Liga. Oh, excuse me, La Liga, which was the fucking league that he came from, says that.
Just type in Cristiano Ronaldo and see what all the links say.
I'm reading 30 links right now.
This is because you typed in sold.
So people call it sold, dude. They're saying sold.
When you specifically search for sold, it's called sold. When you just type in his
name.
Oh, really?
Because SB Nation doesn't like blog about sports a lot.
What did Barstool say about it?
I did not look at Barstool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, then tell me why La Liga, which was literally translates to the league.
You think I'm gonna take news from fucking Europe? Get out of here.
Well, I'm just saying that was the league he played in. They said they sold him. So
you realize Europeans are all racists? Because their favorite sport has to have a sign on the side that says "Say no to racism." I'm sorry. Have you seen a "Say no to racism" sport at any NFL, NBA, or MLB event?
Probably because Trump would like ban it.
Oh, also, we just don't fucking need it because we're better people than everywhere else in the world.
Look, we don't need signs to say no racism. It's fine. Whatever. They'll deal with it.
Oh, quick impromptu comeback kid too. Walls. Mexico wants to put one up now on their southern border.
Like to prevent us from going in there?
No, to prevent other illegals flowing into their country and drugs.
No.
Yes. The new Mexican president said he wants to put up a fucking wall.
What happened to Vicente?
Is
Vicente out?
And strengthen... No, Vicente was already like the former.
Bro, I only know Vicente Fox. What's up, Emma?
He did it. He got them to pay for the wall.
Right? They paid for their own wall. It wasn't bordering us, but
this is brilliant because most
Emma doesn't say anything. The whole podcast walks in like,
this
good news.
Is brilliant though because most immigrants don't come from Mexico. They come from Guatemala and
Central American countries. Guatemala.
Oh, so they're gonna do it down below, not up with us?
No. They're putting.
Also, do you know what a fucking pole vault is?
Oh, okay.
At the southern border of Mexico. No, so he got them to put a preemptive wall before our wall. It's like fishing with two nets. And what if the first net doesn't catch the second net will?
I mean, it's making it more difficult if you think about it, unless you live in Mexico.
So, hey, Mexico's paying
walls
for the. He just said the wall. He never said our wall.
A wall.
He might have said our wall, but I'm not
the
sure.
wall, but like, yeah, he didn't try and possess that.
Huge.
It's huge. Huge. First North Korea, now the wall. Everything I told you. All right, our final comeback kid is Pac-Man Jones. And this was like a last second comeback kid because this dude got in a fight at an airport. Got in a fight at an airport.
With an airport employee.
Yeah, dude's wearing like an orange like safety vest.
Now, normally you hear Pac-Man Jones got in a fight with an airport employee. You're like, oh, Pac-Man's being a fucking dick. No, this dude instigated the entire fucking fight.
I understand your point, but as an NFL player, you gotta know I can't do this shit with civs.
You would think that, but he's done this shit over and over and over, and he's still an NFL player.
I'm saying you've already got all of this shit on your record. The last thing you need is you punching somebody in the face. Even though that person came after you, the guy fucking did come after him.
Then there was a separation after he came after him, and Pac-Man kept pushing after him.
And when Pac-Man landed that fucking punch on the dude, the guy was on the ground not looking at him. And it was a sucker punch. It was a sucker punch.
Well, he hit him to knock him to the ground, and the dude was dazed. And then, you don't give him the chance to get back up and attack you. No, just fucking. When a dude's on the ground, you don't. As they said in Green Street Hooligans, you don't do a man on the deck.
Well, to be fair to Pac-Man, I don't know if his knees touched the ground yet, so therefore he was not down.
Ground.
Well, that's true. Then he was definitely down by contact. That's for sure a late hit, and it's 15 yards.
This is the one time that I feel like Pac-Man wasn't in the wrong.
I still think he's in the wrong.
The dude came after him.
I think, though, like, as an NFL player, you know people are trying to come and get your goat. And
as an average NFL player,
people try and do that shit and just get somebody enraged to punch them so they can sue them and make a lot of money on an NFL player. And I think that as you got to be like, hey, take bodyguards with you, you know? Like, that's what you got to do.
That might be what this dude was trying to do, but guess what? It was caught on video that you started the fight, you threw the first punch, you just couldn't fucking end it, so you're not getting any money, bro. You're getting fired from you're actually losing money because you're getting fired from your job.
I'm not saying like you shouldn't defend yourself. I understand that. I think as an NFL player, this was not a smart move because, like, say you know,
it wasn't a smart move. Say you get him,
get him right in that right spot, and his brain hemorrhages and he dies and shit like that. Then like Pac-Man's murder. That's murder.
No, it's at worst involuntary manslaughter.
Okay, but still, like that's nothing good. Doesn't look great.
But it was self-defense.
I don't know how much self-defense that was.
Well, I'm saying if he had caught him in that. Oh, are you talking about when he was already sitting down and hit him again? Probably no. It'd be pled down because he has.
Say he fucked up, hit him in the fucking back of the neck, and then like breaks his neck.
Pac-Man don't miss that hard.
I don't know. I'm just saying like there could have been so many things that could have gone wrong, and like I understand that it's in the moment, but it's just like probably not smart. Don't do that.
There's always things that can go wrong. You can try and tackle somebody and lower your head too much.
As an NFL player, you should never physically like assault someone, even if it is in self-defense. You should just try and avoid ever having that situation come up.
Okay, say Tom Brady's walking through the airport with Giselle and his fucking kids, and some drunk dude comes up and starts yelling at him and fucking tries to take a swing at him. He can't defend himself.
I guarantee you, Tom Brady does not walk in the airport.
What do you think he rides on the little?
He has the cart. Tom Brady gets a fucking cart from one spot to another spot.
Like when he probably flies private anyway.
When you're a fucking millionaire athlete, like you can afford that shit.
Like normally, I'm with you. Like, dude, and I always make the case, dude. You have to fucking watch your own back.
I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been able to defend. I'm not saying that it wasn't self-defense. I'm just saying you got to fucking watch out, man. You already got a record, dude. You got to chill.
And I'm always on that side, but this case. This dude, Pac-Man's trying to fucking walk away, and this dude's behind him, yelling at him, pointing his fucking finger at his goddamn head, screaming at, like, dude, I'm with you, Pac-Man. Like, I've never been in a fight in my life. I'm very level-headed. If I'm Pac-Man, this dude's following me, screaming at me like that, there's a good chance I'm turning around, I'm fucking throwing hands. Like, I get it.
I can see that. I can see that for sure.
Dude, fuck that guy at the airport. Seriously, like, I hope he gets fired, and I hope he never gets another job. Fuck that guy. He knew what he was doing.
Let's move on, and let's talk about our pals over at Blue Apron Gang. It's the #1 meal kit delivery service in the United States of America. While many people know what they do, there's also many that don't know about the types of meals that you're going to get when you order Blue Apron. You're not just going to have burgers for dinner. You're going to be making short rib burgers with hoppy cheddar sauce on pretzel buns. You're going to be preparing seared steaks with mashed potatoes, green beans, and crispy shallots. All in under 45 minutes and without having to make a trip to that pesky grocery store. They offer 3 different meal plans. You get the 2-person plan, a family plan, and a wine plan. Pick which one of those you want and get involved with blueapron.com/PTG. Here are some of the items you'd get if you ordered from Blue Apron this week. You'd get these spiced beef wraps, some seared chicken in coconut peach broth. That kind of sounds dope, and it looks really good.
That sounds super good.
Cavatelli shrimp, vegetable fried rice, beef mushroom burgers, ras el hanout chicken, chipotle sweet potato and quinoa bowl, and fresh basil fettuccine. I don't see anything with Chrissy Teigen, so I guess she's out. But no Chrissy Teigen. But hey, still, like, even if Chrissy's not doing it, you guys should still come to blueapron.com/PTG. You can get it all through there. We're even going to give you your first 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/PTG. Blueapron.com/PTG. Get your first 3 meals for free. Blueapron.com/PTG. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
I had to point out early on, did you say shallots?
I know it's shallots. I was just trying to sound.
I just wanted to make sure on that.
You told me it was shallots a while back, and I just I like mispronouncing words.
Okay, I'm with you on that. That's good. It's fun sometimes.
All right. Our next segment is not cool, and I guess I can start us off. Mine's not really that great, and it's pretty stupid, but I'll tell you guys here. So here we go.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right. So yesterday I was actually hold on. I got a tweet this week because we always talk about if you got a not cool, tweet us and we will read it. And who was it? It was Danny _G951 of the Weekly D podcast. Follow them on Twitter and give them a listen. Obviously, after you listen to Pass the Gravy. Danny says, I dropped my phone at work while I was working on top of a tractor, and now the screen is strobing nonstop. I saw he gave an update. He later had to go get a new phone, and he was still trying to avoid Team iPhone. So fuck you, first off, for not getting an iPhone and not being one of the elite members of society like we are. But that is unfortunate when that happens, and it says strobe out. I've had that happen one time. Not a great feeling. And then you're just kind of like, I can't call anybody. Sometimes your like home screen doesn't work. Sometimes random things don't work. But then I replied to him on Twitter when he said that to us, and I just said, Spin Zone. Now your phone's just a nightclub all the time.
Yeah.
So like, if you think about it, your phone just got way cooler.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a good one. So I mean,
when you go to sleep, you got to make sure you turn that shit over.
It's bad if you are what's it called when you sleep?
Epileptic.
If you're epileptic, really bad for you. So I wouldn't advise that if you're epileptic. But if not, and you just like to party and listen to some dance music, then you are in business, my friend.
How different does a strobe light look to Robert than to us?
Ooh, good question.
It's still light, isn't it? Just
I'm just saying, just
not
as
as
colorful.
colorful. But strobe light's just white, though.
Not necessarily.
Usually.
There's colored strobe lights.
But most of them, I would say, are just white with the mirrors, right? Right, Robert?
I don't know.
Some.
You worked weddings. Don't they have strobe lights at weddings?
What the fuck? It's not a stripper wedding.
They party.
Have you worked stripper weddings?
I have not.
You know what? I'm going to get a fucking strobe light for this room. How much do strobe lights cost? Should we? You know what we should do? Okay, I've seen these like you know like the Instagram models have those Amazon wish lists.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my god, I've always wanted a $300 massaging thing, and then some dude's like, I'll buy it for you, babe. I don't know you, but here you go. Like, what if we just made an Amazon wish list and then just put like things we want for the studio and try to see if people would get it? No one would buy it, but like it'd be funny.
I thought about pimping my Venmo when you said it was my birthday this week. I was like, no one's gonna fucking give me anything.
You'd be surprised.
I don't think so.
Did you see? Remember that guy on College Game Day that did it?
I honestly thought that maybe Daniel Tom Jason would send me $1.
He probably would. I've Venmoed people money for leaving reviews.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want $1 though.
But it's just funny to see it though.
But the College Game Day kid, fucking brilliant.
That guy, there's a guy on. Do you know what I'm talking about, Robert? There's a guy on College Game Day, and he held a sign up. That
College Game Day is before college football games every week.
You know what that is, right?
And they have all the crowd there. They're live at whatever.
But you can make signs. So he held up like a sign with his Venmo number and said, "Mom and Dad, I need money." And it had like his Venmo on it, and like he was tweeting like later on because everybody followed him, and he got like $6,000 Venmoed to him from people, and people were just doing it in like increments of like $5 and $10. But it was like when everybody sees that on ESPN, you're gonna get a shitload of people.
Here's the question with that: as a college kid, when that happens for you, do you put that money to good use, or do you just throw a fucking banger with that money?
Half and half.
Half and half.
Half and half. You split it. That's what I would have done.
You just or
what would you do, Bobby Jokes? Bobby Jokes is a smart guy. He probably saves it.
Put it in the stock market.
Well, here's the thing. Bobby's not going to
like
spend
to
that
gamble,
money on.
baby.
But why would Bobby spend that money on?
You go to the casino, throw it all on black.
Yeah.
African American, excuse me. We need to do like a PTG casino trip.
Ooh.
We should do that. Like not
to Lake Charles.
Yeah, let's just like we all just make a trip.
Or do we go to Oklahoma and hit the fuck Oklahoma.
Fuck Oklahoma.
Yeah, as soon as I said it, I was like, fuck Oklahoma.
Louisiana's party town. Oklahoma just like fuck you. You killed Indians, so I don't approve.
Native
yeah, my not
Americans.
cool or Native Americans. I mean, Columbus called them Indians. Excuse me. My not cool was. Have you ever tried to like? Do you guys have prescription medication at all?
Nope. No. I don't take care of myself.
Neither one of you do.
Nope.
Huh? All right. Well, this is a fun little thing you get to do when you have it. Like I take Adderall, and I have two different Adderall prescriptions. I have a 25 milligram and I have a 5 milligram Adderall. I take 25 milligram Adderall every morning before work because it's like an 8-hour period that it's in effect. And then I have like a 5-hour Adderall that's 5 milligrams. And that's just like for when I do the podcast, when I come home from work, I'll take one of those. It just kind of keeps me focused when we're doing this shit.
This is you focused?
Oh, yeah. And it's not great.
Yeah,
it's not
fuck?
working.
I mean, but like you should see
you
me.
can go ahead and just cancel that 5 milligram.
You should see me off Adderall. You should see me off Adderall.
I've seen you off Adderall, and I thought that's what this was.
So part of it is you got to go find a pharmacy that'll fill that prescription. It's got it available, and if they don't, then either they order it, and a lot of times they just tell you to fuck off. And yesterday I switched pharmacies and had to drive around like the whole like half the goddamn city. Be like, do you fill this? Can you fill this? Oh, we can fill this, but not this. We can fill this, but not this. We can fill this one. Oh, we can't fill either. Sorry, we don't have this. And I was like, God damn it. And then I finally got there like, well, you could have just called. And I was like, fuck me. I just drove around for like an hour. I drove over an hour trying to go to like place to place. Can you fill this? Can you fill this? Like just looking up every CVS and Walgreens in the fucking city near me. And then they were just like, yeah, you could do that. But then like they called me bitching that my insurance wouldn't work. And even though I tried to show them my insurance card beforehand, and they were like, no, don't worry about it. And then they're like, well, we can't fill it until, so I had to leave and drive all the way back over there again and give them the right insurance shit. And it was like, you guys wouldn't accept it when I tried to give it to you earlier. And it was just fucking trying to get a prescription filled for me this week was not cool. Like I fucking went to like 4 Walgreens/CVS's and finally was only able to get one of the prescriptions filled. And it's just like, fuck this. I'm done. I don't even, like it made me want to quit taking Adderall. It was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this every 3 months.
Stop medicating yourself, except with booze, like a normal adult.
I don't know.
It'll save money.
I don't think it's, it will save money. It will save money.
Yeah.
So that was my not cool. It's a pretty stupid and like very personal not cool, I guess, because it's very specific.
Hey, dude, it's not cool.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Wasn't, and I went and like I was like ready, like when they called me about the insurance card not being active because it was like from like 2015 because I hadn't gone to a Walgreens to get a prescription filled in that long, and the guy was like, well, blah, blah. Dude, like you told me I didn't need to do this. Like, yeah, you're right, and like it was so funny because I was so ready to just be like pissed off and angry at this guy, and he's like, yeah, you're right, I probably should have. I should have looked at it, and I was like, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. If you, bro, I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what else I expected from you. So yeah, I'm sorry that I came in so upset, and I wasn't like mad at. I wasn't.
Damn it! You diffused me so quickly.
I wasn't like yelling at the guy, but I was like ready to like. I was ready for him to like say something to like piss me off and be like, dude, fuck you, man. I tried to show you this motherfucker. Yeah. I should have done that, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Here. And that was it.
Screwed up.
So that was my not cool. What about you, Pat?
I got like 2 semi. Like one, just people like bitching when prices change. Like, dude, they changed.
Like Netflix.
Fucking deal with it. Or like I was thinking restaurant. This just some lady that we've. It was like a special order that we've always.
Oh, at a restaurant.
Done. Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking dumb. It's like prices go up though.
Yeah, especially in a restaurant, like food prices change. But like we've always given this special deal on this fucking thing, and because it was every so often. Now she does it way too fucking often, and the owner was like, well, it's this now. And she called me the other day, like, can I get it? And I was like, okay, yeah, but it's this price now. She's like, well, I've been doing this for years. I don't get it. And I was like, yeah, well, the owner said that. Well, he was the one that originally set the price. And I was like, yeah, and now
he's changed it.
He's resetting it. Like, do it or don't.
That's how business works, fuckhead.
like I don't know what to tell you. He's in Mexico right now. I can't put him on the phone. Fucking, do you want it or not? And that was just a bitch. But
no, but that's the truth, though. He's like, when Netflix goes up, like $1, they're like, oh my God, how am I supposed to pay? It's like, it's $1. Shut up.
Yeah. Like Whataburger used to be 5 cents, guys. It's fucking not anymore. Prices go up over time. Deal with it.
Milkshakes used to be a nickel.
Yeah.
I don't know if they
The
did.
only
I'm sure
thing
they
that's
did.
still 5 cents anymore is fucking bubble gum at goddamn baseball fields. Like local baseball fields for like youth baseball. That's it. That's all you can get for 5 cents anymore. But like, fucking prices change. Deal with it.
I remember when my first job was working at Kroger when I was 15.
Yeah.
And I was a bagger and a checker. And I remember when people would be like, well, this last time I came here was on sale for this. And I'm like, well, it's not on sale.
Yeah,
anymore.
sales
like,
fucking... That would fucking
but like,
make me so
it was
angry.
just hilarious to like, people would put back items over like $3. I'm like, you obviously are like doing all right for yourself.
Yeah.
$3 is making and breaking the bank for like this thing of macaroni and cheese. Like that's too much.
Well, for macaroni and cheese, a $3.
Well, no, but I'm just,
Like,
I was just using a random
Yeah.
example, but it's like, oh, okay, because these steaks are $3 more, you're not gonna get them. But like, other than that, if you were gonna get these anyways, why would you fucking not want to? I also hated them because then I had to go take the item back.
Yeah. That's fucking brutal. My other not cool...
But that is ridiculous.
Which is simply, if you follow us on Twitter, I'm sure you've heard by now. On Monday, I went to work, and I'm just bullshitting around getting stuff done, and one of my coworkers looks at me and goes, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? And he just points down, and I look down. I was wearing 2 different shoes. Not very close looking either.
They were both black. They were both black.
They were both black,
African American.
Like one of them was like a fucking non-slip work shoe, obviously. The other one was like a fucking baseball turf trainer. So like it's got Nike symbols and like
I like
yeah,
it though because because you were like ready for any situation. You could argue like, oh okay,
like if I was gonna slip, I plan on my right foot. If I need to turn and run, playing off the left foot.
See, yeah, like, and I didn't realize that they were baseball shoes. I thought there was like a basketball shoe, and I was
It's just like
dude, you gotta go shoot some hoops. Accident, like at lunch, hoops happen. Like, guess who's using my left foot to do the Euro step? You. But now it's back to business. Right foot, let's do it.
I almost feel bad about putting this in not cool because I didn't think it was not cool. I laughed my ass off. I texted everybody I fucking knew. I texted my dad's best friend. It was like I wore 2 different shoes to work today. He was like, "Oh, Pat, that's not even close."
Pat literally was just typing in phone numbers that he didn't know. Like he'd be like 713, and then just hit 7 numbers, and then be like, "Guess what happened?" And like, I don't know you.
I thought it was fucking hilarious because like I was super tired that morning because I didn't go to sleep till late on Sunday. So I guess I slipped one shoe in, and then the other shoe was next to the correct one, and I just kind of kicked my foot into it and walked out the door.
Did you also ask your dad's best friend how your parents met?
Ooh, that would have been a good question.
No, he wouldn't know. They weren't friends till years later.
I'm sure he knows.
I
though.
bet your dad's told
I
him.
100% fucking know that he doesn't know how they met.
Ask him then.
They're not that kind of friends. Like when my mom first met this guy, she
Robert,
fucking,
where did
she
you and
fucking
Sam
hated
meet?
him.
What's that?
Where'd you and Sam meet, Robert? I care. I'm your friend. We talk about these things.
Yeah, we met in middle school.
Okay. Okay.
She
Emma and I.
She stared at me weird. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
What?
You were like, I want that.
Probably because you're weird.
Yeah.
But that's what made her attracted to you.
Yeah.
So then it worked out for you.
Dude, whatever hook works for you, fucking use it.
I don't know what brought Emma to me, but like, fuck, I'm not changing it. Like,
Well, I'm assuming it's because you didn't have that mustache at the time.
well, she loves the mustache, man. I think the mustache makes her. That might be why she's staying.
She loves it now.
That might be why she's staying. The mustache is that's keeping her around. She likes the old mustache ride every now and then. Hey yo. All right.
Robert,
Robert, what's your not cool, buddy?
Oh,
Pat not knowing how his parents met.
no. I guess touching the steering wheel when it's hot, like not knowing it.
Like right when you get in your car,
Yeah.
you know it's hot.
But still, like it's just not cool. Just doing accidentally.
Okay, is
Or
that
the
not-
or
seatbelt.
just forgetting parts of your car are hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like I had to hit the ATM on the way over here, and I reached out, and my arm hit the side of my car. Ooh, that shit was hot.
All right. What's worse, the steering wheel, or when you're trying to go put the seatbelt on and you hit the little metal piece like on your arm? You're like, ah!
Mine doesn't have a metal piece; it's rubber.
Oh well. Excuse me, Mr. Fancy.
Actually, no, it doesn't even have the thing that goes up. It's
The little
automatic locks.
the click part
Automatic locks, bro. It's right by
on the
handle.
seatbelt.
On the seatbelt. Why the fuck am I thinking door lock?
I don't know. I don't think I said door lock.
You did not. My brain just. I got lost in my dreams.
In the sauce.
Translation.
That was a really good callback by all three of us.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking hot seatbelts, man. Not cool.
Right? Because I mean, although because like you gotta have your hand on the steering wheel.
I think maybe the steering wheel.
But the steering wheel, then you just do like the
mine's like
the NASCAR driver style.
I mean, I roll down the windows, I let the fucking air get in for a minute, and it's cool.
Yeah, I hate that like when you turn on the air and it's burning up and you just get like the hot air for like a minute. And you're like, stop it! It's just blowing the outside on me. I don't like this. But
by the way, Robert, I have to thank you for the gifts that you made of me from last week. My friends fucking love them.
Yes, Robert, more gifts, please.
Yeah.
We are all fans of the gifts.
It was me doing the single lady's hand and then me just swatting shit away from my face.
I think it was like, get out of here.
Stop it! It was trying to slap my sister's hand out of my face from blocking the sex scene in Ali. No, Kathy, don't.
Can you like search for those gifts? Do we know how to get them on Twitter yet?
I can put them on Twitter, on my Twitter right now. Because I've got them saved to my phone.
But you know how like on Twitter when you search for gifts,
like in the gift
search,
keyboard?
like, I wish we gotta find out how to. And this is another behind the scenes talk we should have off the air, but we're not doing that because we're not professional at all.
No, we're having it with our friends.
You guys are all part of this team, so you're all part of the discussion. But like one of the things was like if you search like BB20 for Big Brother, like I find everybody from this season's gifts already. Like we gotta find a way to put like PTG as like you just type in that on the gifts and then you can find all of them.
What if you search BBC? What does that mean?
British Broadcasting Company.
I don't think that's what's going to
Oh, it's not.
CAC.
No? No way. That was what it was?
The CAC.
Burgundy.
Brown CAC.
Brown cookies. All right. That was not cool. Let me tell you guys about MeUndies real fast before we wrap this whole bad boy up. MeUndies is it's my favorite underwear brand, guys. You've definitely heard us talking about them, and you guys know them. They're the fun, comfortable underwear that feel just as good as they look. To those of you that haven't tried them, listen up, bitches. You can get incredible underwear sent right to your door with MeUndies. That means no more hunting around for the perfect pair at a crowded store and eventually settling for just good enough. MeUndies is so sure that you're going to love your first pair that if you're not happy, they're going to do whatever they can to get you in the right pair. And if you can't, keep them, and they're going to send you a refund for your first pair. So you get to keep the underwear, and you get your money back. It's a win-win. It's basically as risk-free as it could possibly be to try the best underwear in the world. And I bet you don't return them. If you do, then something's wrong with you, because this is the dopest underwear ever. If you're already part of the MeUndies family, tell your friends about it through their referral program. They're going to discount, and you're going to get store credit. It's a win-win for you. If you're still not sure, MeUndies has a deal for our listeners. First-time purchasers get 20% off their first pair of MeUndies and free shipping. That's 20% off plus free shipping and a guarantee that you and your MeUndies are going to be very, very happy together. Get your butt over to MeUndies and treat yourself to get your 20% off your first pair, free shipping, and a satisfaction guarantee. Go to MeUndies.com/podcast. That's MeUndies.com/podcast. All right, it's time for answers, gang. You guys ready for this? All right, so long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. By the way, if you I think Robert DeLong's answers segment with us, Robert, was one of the all-time because he didn't really know what he didn't really we explained it to him.
He didn't know what he was walking into.
It took him a little while to warm up to it, but I think one of them was how many has the internet ruined the word pamphlet? And he was like, "What? Who?" I think his response was who cares? and then it was how many books does it take to make a tree? And he was just I think it's the other way around. But he was no, the real question is how many pamphlets does it take to make a tree? So then he came to it around it wasn't he was an awesome guest, but it was really funny with
Did you all do that at the station?
No, we did it here. He just Skyped in with us. I mean, he was in LA.
You had a famous person.
It was Skype.
I thought you meant he came to your fucking apartment.
He came in here, Skyped to me from the other room, just because I was we need this. We need a little bit of separation. I don't need to be in the room with you, and then that made it more awkward. But then I thought that helped the interview, so that's why. Go check it out, Robert DeLong. If you haven't listened to it, it's the podcast before this. We gave you 2 podcasts this week. We're never working.
2 points.
So the answer segment, basically, gang. It's when I was in school as a young fella. A young lad, as they say across the pond. I remember a teacher telling me one time, there's no such thing as a stupid question. So I was let me raise my hand and I'll ask this question because I was unsure. And I got laughed at. And I told myself one day when I'm in charge, there won't be anything as a stupid question. I'll get to the bottom of all of those hard-hitting questions for people that feel like me in situations like I'm in right now. And now I'm in that situation to answer your questions. And it's whatever your question is, no matter how stupid you think it may be or how many people have made fun of you for this certain question, send it in to us. We're gonna crack that case. We're gonna get right to the bottom of it. This is our answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
All right, our boy Skylar Lester at OMG. It's Skylar.
Are you sure that's a guy?
I know it is a guy.
Okay, just
I
making
know.
sure.
I know Skylar, and I know his dad. I've met his dad. His dad is Jerry. His dad's name is Jerry Lester. And Skylar's an awesome dude. He wears the he's the guy I told you my brother saw him.
Anybody in the family named Mo? Mo Lester.
I hope not. I don't think Skylar would be from a family like that. Skylar, let us know, please. At Pastor Gary Pod. I'm at Alex J Middleton. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03, and Pat is at Not Pat Dion. If you have questions for the answer segment, send it to us. Answers at PastorGaryPod.com. Also, tweet it to us at PastorGaryPod, at Alex J Middleton, at Not Pat Dion, at Robert Barbosa03. Hashtag answers.
If I Venmo you $20, will you name your first child Mo Lester?
Do it, because there's no way he's going to keep up with you.
Probably.
There's no way he's going to keep up with you. Definitely take
money
this.
will only be transferred upon birth certificate confirmation.
Ooh, then
Come on,
yeah,
it's $20 though. You can.
it's
totally
$20.
use it.
You're totally worth making fun of your kid forever.
Yeah.
But all right, answers. Let's get right to it. Skylar Lester says, "Since we know chameleons exist, does that mean they suck at their job?"
I'm torn. Like on one hand, fucking totally, but also you never want to be the guy that's on all the time. You know, the guy that could always has to be the guy trying to be the center of attention, making jokes and all that shit.
That's a good point. That's a very good point you bring up.
Yeah.
But let me counter that point by saying, like, you're a chameleon. You know, you should be doing what you do. You know.
You only change when you're in danger, though. Chameleons most of the time like, dude, I'm a chill bro. People
I mean,
like
I
me.
guess that's true.
They know humans aren't their
Like,
natural predators.
Do they get days off?
Well, only when their natural predators are around. They know humans aren't here to fuck with them. They know we like them. Who doesn't like chameleons?
I don't.
Why
I
would
don't
you
like
not
lizard.
like
I'm not a
chameleons?
lizard guy.
Do you hate them? Do you want to? If you see a chameleon, are you gonna fucking squish it?
Now we're talking chameleon, like guys with like the eyes that look different ways and stuff.
Yeah.
That guy, those are probably like the coolest of them. Still would not want to hang with one.
Yeah, it doesn't mean. But are you gonna attack one when you see it?
No, I'm definitely not
See,
going to.
not a natural predator.
You know what really scares me? Those monitor lizards.
The what?
Those monitor lizards.
The ones with the.
They're just like fucking like eat
those
like
are for
horses and shit.
The fuck are you talking
They're
about?
like on the Galapagos Islands and shit.
Are you talking about not monitor lizards? They're fucking what the fuck are those things? God damn it! Something dragons, right?
I think that bearded dragons.
No, not bearded dragons. What the fuck are we thinking? It's like the biggest lizard in the world.
Yeah, you're right. Monitor lizard is not what it was.
Fucking, it's
Blue Planet, or it's Planet Earth. Earth lizard. Iguanas? That's the fuck. I don't know.
Komodo dragon.
Komodo. That's it.
That's
There
it.
we go.
Komodo dragon.
That's it.
Yeah, fuck
scare
those
the
things. Those
fuck
things
out
are
of me.
scary.
Those scare the fuck out of me.
Ooh, nature, you're scary.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Don't you bite me? Fuck you.
Komodo dragons have eaten people before. Fuck that noise. They're actually they're in the Indonesian islands of Komodo, Rinca, Flores,
obviously that's how they're
Gili,
the Komodo dragons.
Motang, and Padar.
Padar actually my favorite of those islands.
Dude, they can get up to 12 miles an hour, and male lizards are 170 to 200 pounds.
Dude, Michael
and females
Scott
are 150 to 200. Fuck that.
Michael Scott could outrun him.
Dude, that's a 200-pound lizard.
Fuck that. Get out. Get out of here.
Okay, and fucking Wheezy just touched my foot and it creeped me the fuck out as we were talking about the giant lizard.
I told you to do that. Actually, this is all planned.
That was, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I got chills up and down my fucking spine.
Do chameleon Robert? What do you think? If chameleons,
Which,
we
by
know
the way,
they
I
exist.
I think Komodo dragons are actually poisonous too, which is another fucking level of scary.
Yeah, they bite you and then like you're poisoned and dead.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm on Pat's side on this. Like, you can't always be on.
Right? The chameleons are still cool. So
I just think there's too many times where I see them like out in their natural habitat, and it's like, yo, bro, let's be on a little bit. I shouldn't be able to see you here.
you know how I'll settle this? if they sucked at their job, we wouldn't see them because their predators would have seen them. We're not their predator.
Okay. I can't really argue with that. I think I disagree and think they should definitely be like you should be chameleoning all the time.
All week long, I was laughing, going, "Yeah, they suck at their job." Literally, as you read the question, this train of thought popped in my head.
Let me just give you this one tidbit of information. Just think of this: if we didn't know chameleons exist, we might not have chameleon air.
Ooh, that's true.
And no one would know what riding dirty was.
He would. What would his name be? Komodo Air?
Probably.
That's not as cool.
Which is probably a cool name though. Komodo sounds cool. Komodo Dragon Air. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So no, I guess they don't suck at their job, but I think they kind of do. And let's thank them for giving us chameleon air at least.
Yeah.
That's a good question, Skylar. Keep them coming, buddy.
Good question.
Brandon Whitehead, another buddy of ours that always writes in at Brando Whitehead on the Twitter. He says, "Do midgets / little people start their childhood stories with when I was little?"
Oh, I fucking hope so, and I hope I'm
because
here
they're always little.
Say it. Or do they just start off with when I was little? Or
when I was younger. I'm sure they've got to. There have been some people.
I'm sure,
that are little people that have said that.
It's just a turn of phrase. When I was little, but like maybe they're more conscious of it, so they don't ever say when I was. Somebody has to have at some point said when I was little.
They definitely have, right?
So I would say.
What say
most
you, Robert?
of them don't.
When I always say when I was young, or I never say when I was little.
Because the Killers taught you that when we were young.
Right. Of course.
I'm crushing it with the music.
Dude, just killing it, son.
I don't even know how. Didn't plan this.
When you're good, you're good.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah,
Some
they do.
of them.
I think I'm not saying all. There definitely have been some.
The ones with a good sense of humor do.
Right, you got to be able to laugh about it.
All right. Like, what else you can do?
That's my whole thing where it's like, those are the people that aren't the ones like, it's actually little people, excuse me, or dwarf, or whatever. And it's like, no, like it's been called midget all the time. Like, I don't think that's offensive since the whole world has called it that. I get that I am not personally that myself, but like, just, don't listen to Pass the Gravy. Just don't listen to Pass the Gravy if you get offended by it. So that's cool.
Or if we have any LPs out there, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Dude, if we do, we would love to have you on the show. We would love to have you on the show.
Yes. 100%.
That would be great.
That would be dope.
That would be fantastic.
That'd be huge.
Just hit us up. Huge. At PassGradePod, at Alex J. Middleton, at NatPatDion, at Robert Barbosa.
I'm going to get
03.
punched one of these days.
Probably. Nick Dugan writes in and says, how close do you have to sit to a TV to make it an IMAX screen? I say 3 inches, and you're living life right. I like that he gives us.
Is that what your girlfriend told you? Boo!
Hey-o!
Baby! I'd go with like 6 to 7 though, because even at 3, like think about Alex. Look at this. This is 3 inches. There's no way you're seeing the edges of the screen.
But it looks like a massive screen from that angle, doesn't it? And that's really all an IMAX screen needs to look like, a massive ass screen.
I'm going at like. We'll go.
I like that he's assuming that you can sit closer to your TV to make it an IMAX. That's my favorite part.
Here's the question. What size screen are we going off? Are we going off of like a 32 or are we going like a 60 inch?
What do you think the size of my TV is? My size TV.
What's that, like 48?
Yeah,
42?
probably 40 something.
47. Okay, so I would say you got to be about 1.5 feet. Because without having to turn your head, you got to be able to see the edges.
Okay, that's fair.
So like 1.5 feet.
That's an actual answer too.
I don't know, Robert. Get in front of it at about 1.5 feet and let us know. Let's do some scientific.
Dude,
research
what do you
here.
think? You had to move the head?
I'm thinking like 1.5 feet.
Yeah, I think like
that's
a
what I was
1.5 feet.
Okay, we'll go with that. 1.5 feet then. Robert, sit in front of it real fast. Robert's going to sit in front of it. He's doing a little experiment. That's what we're here for, guys.
Scientific
we tell you,
research.
You guys give us the problems, we solve them. What'd you think?
Yeah, that's
About 1.5 feet?
About
Yeah,
right?
perfect.
God damn, I'm
checks
good.
out. It checks out. Well done,
fucking
Pat
good.
and Robert. Well done, guys. That was a solid question, Brandon. You keep them coming,
Teamwork
Brando.
makes the dream work.
No,
that was Nick Dugan.
Excuse me. Brandon, also keep them
Mr.
coming, though.
Dugan!
Nick, you keep them coming, too. All right, our next question comes from Average Josh, which is...
I love that it's a question.
Well, I put the question mark because like he didn't put a like his email just says Average Josh,
Oh.
So I was like, I don't know.
Josh, if you don't have a Twitter,
Average
please start
Josh-
one now. That is
Josh-
average Josh question mark.
I think you're extraordinary, buddy. I think you're way above average. But average Josh says, what is the correct method to get a baby to sleep?
Throw it hard.
Yeah, I mean, permanent sleep maybe. I wouldn't recommend that. As
No,
a
don't do
parent,
that.
if I was a parent, I wouldn't recommend that. I feel like child services
You're
would
asking
probably
the
be.
wrong people. None of us are in charge
I
of
think
children.
I'm pretty sure that's why he asked us. Well, obviously, if you, I'm as an expert on how to put a baby to sleep, you would you read a lullaby, or you sing it a lullaby, you read it a book, or like a story, and then you tuck it in,
and then you throw it.
and then you just throw it as far as you can.
Well, here's the thing.
But somewhere where it's far away, so it's quiet, so you won't hear it.
I know this is at least an Irish thing. I don't know if other
just
people
kidding.
do it. Like when you're teething, if you just take like a little bit of bourbon and put it on the finger and rub it on the baby's gums.
Is that child abuse
and
nowadays?
herbs, no, fuck that. I'm definitely doing that with my children. But
Are you
if
then teaching your kid to be an alcoholic?
If you just kept doing it to the baby to get them a little drunk, they're gonna pass out.
What if you try it with cocaine?
Yeah, don't give
Oh, they're
cocaine
gonna be
to the
jacked.
babies. No, don't cocaine.
Isn't that what people do with cocaine though? They put it on their gums afterwards. I know it is.
Like,
I have seen people do that. I have seen people do that.
Just they.
I'm not a coke guy.
I've never
But
done coke.
I have. I've done other stuff. I've not done coke.
Never
But I
did
have.
coke.
I've seen people doing the there's this much, like there's just the powder on the bag, and you rub it on my gums,
Yeah.
and it's like it looks really trashy to do that. But okay. I mean, it might feel cool.
My friends are degenerates, so they did that shit. In
I mean, hey,
college.
and cocaine
What do
is
you do?
very productive. People are very productive on cocaine a lot, apparently.
Yeah, Wall Street.
Right? I just don't trust it because I saw that it burns holes in your brain.
God, I love that scene. You know the best thing about that
How
scene
much do you
is
masturbate?
that wasn't
You gotta be
something that was
cranking
written.
that out.
That was
You gotta
just
crank
something
that out all the
that
time.
he does before scenes, and the director saw it and was like, "Fucking do that." Like
That one. That's
McConaughey
it.
is such a perfectly.
It makes
weird
me want
guy.
to watch that movie. That's our second reference to that movie.
All right, let's just correct way to get a bit. Dude, I don't fucking know.
You rock it?
just fucking
You rock the baby?
Just put it in the cradle and let it cry itself to sleep. That's what I say. That's the Ferber method.
Tough love.
Ferber method. Let it cry itself to sleep.
No, it's Gerber.
No, it's Ferber.
It's pronounced Gerber,
No, it's actually
and it's a baby food.
No, it's actually Ferber.
I know what you're saying. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to just.
yeah.
I'm trying to just take you down.
No,
another
I'm
road.
letting you know, like that wasn't just a thing from Meet the Fockers. Like that's a real baby method. To just let the fucking thing cry.
Another thing you want to make sure not to do is don't shake the baby.
Don't shake the baby.
Don't shake the baby. But yeah, you definitely don't shake the baby. But the correct method to get a baby to sleep is rock it.
Whatever
a little bit.
works.
Rock it, sock it, and then play a little jazz
No, dude,
as you walk out of the room.
The correct method is whatever works, so that baby will shut up and give you a couple minutes of silence. That's the correct method. As long
Okay,
as you're,
Dad.
as long as you're not hurting the child.
Don't hurt the child.
Don't hurt the child. don't
Very
shake the child.
important not to hurt the child.
But whatever harmlessly puts it to sleep, that's the correct
There we
method.
go. There you go. All right. That's a good question, average Josh.
I hope he's like doesn't have a newborn that won't stop crying. And
why would you ask us? Why would you ask
and
us?
the first thing he heard was throw it, and he just goes okay.
Pretty sure that's not gonna happen.
I'm just.
That's
I'm
on you.
hoping.
That's on you.
That's all. Pretty much on me.
That's
Nope, not taking responsibility for that. No.
You're pretty much a murderer if that happens.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. This is evidence. This will be played in court. Robert, cut this part out. Our next question comes from the Weekly D podcast. Danny G and Daniel Tom Chesson. Check those motherfuckers out. I left them a review on iTunes today because I'm a good friend. And
I still got to do that. I got to do that.
Go review them on iTunes. I give them the old 5-star, and I put a lot of 69s on it, so that's how you guys will know. Definitely, that's the podcast you should listen to after you listen to Passive Gravy. You obviously listen to Passive Gravy first, but then you listen to the Weekly D podcast because that's also cool.
Yeah.
And then also just make sure you listen to Passive Gravy Bro on Big Brother Nights. That's your podcast schedule, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you that I've given you things to do, but I'm giving you a lot of homework. So just do it. But it's fun. And you can drink while you're doing it too. So it's not really homework it's not homework if you're drinking.
Well, I mean, I drank during homework a lot.
But it's not homework then because you're just drinking. A lot of times I don't turn that shit in anyways because I was just drinking like this.
Well,
isn't gonna
that's
work.
why it took me so long to graduate.
So Weekly D Podcast at Weekly D Pod on Twitter says, watching serial killer documentaries for a straight week. Interesting, or should you be worried?
Just interesting.
My girlfriend watches a lot of these. She watched. Was it ID?
Yeah,
where
Investigation Discovery. It's murder
Snapped.
porn.
No, but it's whatever channel Snapped is on.
Murder porn.
She watches Snapped all the time. So I'm just telling you on the podcast, if I ever am murdered, my girlfriend did it.
No, Emma's the least threatening person I've ever met.
So is everybody on the beginning of Snapped.
Nope.
Man,
Nope. That is not true.
Sometimes I come home like, what the fuck is this? She murdered him and then chopped him up to pieces and buried him in stairs? What?
But that's literally any woman ever. They're all fucking nuts. You can't push a woman to that level.
Hell hath no fury like a woman's
I fully believe that every woman is capable of that. You got to do
probably everybody ever is capable of that.
You got to do some extreme shit to push the woman to that point, though.
I'm not saying Emma's going to kill me. I'm saying if I get murdered,
I would never think she would.
Just definitely check her out first. I'm not trying to out her.
Or Robert.
Robert's quiet.
See, he's a little too
it's
quiet.
It's the quiet ones you worry about. I don't know. Robert may have murdered people. If there's like one of the three of us that was
Robert
most
the
likely...
Scranton Strangler?
And that's why he's been talking about. Oh, dude. He's not even walking over here to defend himself. He knows.
Where'd he go? Can he hear us?
I think he knows. Okay, he's still. Oh, now he's coming. Oh shit! Watch out!
Oh no, Robert. Do we know have we seen his birth certificate? How old are you?
Have we? Yeah, we haven't. I'd like to see your birth. Where's his birth certificate?
Robert
President, show me his birth certificate.
Could just be a young-looking older man, and Robert could definitely be the Zodiac killer.
Ooh, no, Ted Cruz is a Zodiac killer. We already figured that out.
No,
Teddy Westside is.
Son of Ted over here. Illegitimate son of Ted.
Why? Because he's Hispanic. Racist.
Ted's not. Oh, yeah. I almost said Ted Cruz is not Hispanic.
Cruz?
His last name is Cruz. He's so white, though. He's so white.
Beto isn't.
Beto O'Rourke?
He's Irish. He's pretty Irish.
We don't claim him.
I'm not saying... I don't even know him. But, like, fuck that guy for blowing up my phone every other weekend a couple of months ago.
Dude, I see his stickers everywhere now. I'm like, fuck you people.
Well, it's funny because, like, if you think about it, like, he runs... Like, all of his stickers just say Beto.
Yeah.
Because that seems more Hispanic, and he's appealing to Hispanic voters. He's trying to get them to vote against the white man.
Forget the O'Rourke part.
Right, it's like, that definitely sounds Irish. Don't do that. Just put Beto.
Is he even Hispanic at all?
I don't know. I don't think so.
But anyway, no. Nothing to be worried about. A lot of people watch murder porn.
Murder porn is a thing?
That's what it's called. It's called murder porn. It's all these...
He's from El Paso, so basically,
probably
you could say he's partially.
It's murder porn is what they call all those investigation discovery shows like Snapped and everything. Like it's all like you feel bad about watching these crucial murders, but you love it. So like it's porn, but it's murder porn. Okay. South Park coined the term.
Yeah,
murder porn.
I don't know. I get weirded out, but I did watch that Evil Genius. I do watch that stuff. I watched making a murderer. So yeah, porn. Then I guess it is. It's interesting. I'll say it's interesting.
It's part of the cultural zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist. That's a good one. All right, I know Robert's got to get out of here. Sorry we're making you late, buddy. At PassGrayPod on the Twitter, at Alex J Middleton, at Not Pat Dion, at Robert Barbosa. And thank you guys for tuning in. And this is another one that's not 2 hours. This isn't even 2 hours yet. So that's 2 weeks in a row, buddy. That's making it easier on you. And so check out the Robert DeLong interview if you haven't already. Don't forget Pass the Gravy Bro, at Pass the Gravy Bro on Twitter. That's our Big Brother podcast. And you guys have a great week. We will talk to you next Wednesday. And until then, pass the gravy, bitches.
Trap money, Benny. This shit got me in my feelings. Now we